Yesterday I learned about a wild Italian heist attempt where a group of armed men, armed to the gills, mind you, one guy had a bomb suit. He looked like the Juggernaut out of Modern Warfare 2. Were able to stop an armored vehicle carrying a bunch of money, and chaos erupted. There was a firefight. Miraculously, nobody was hurt in it somehow. But I can tell you, their plan went tits up real quick after they blew up the truck. It's something you have to see to believe. Now, right before I was talking about this Italian heist, learning about it, I was learning about how a dinosaur convention called DinoCon had recently just banned a ton of people that were named in the Epstein files from attending. So you're going to see a pretty interesting headline even before the Italian heist here. I'll go ahead and show you some clips of that after the heist, because that too is also fascinating. But I think the heist is probably what you're going to be most impressed by. You see the heist in Italy today in traffic with fake police cars? GTA shit. Fake police cars. Oh, I didn't see this. Armed robbery in Italy attempted to pull off insane daytime heist on an armored vehicle on the middle of in the middle of a highway. Oh my god! Yeah, I don't think I can pull this up on stream. I don't know if anyone got hurt in this, but they just blew up the fucking car. What did they do? Fucking slap C4 on it? What was that? That also didn't even really look like an armored truck. Looked like just a normal van. 8 gunmen were posing as police with flashing lights. They blocked the road by setting vehicles on fire. They then used explosives to breach the van and exchanged fire with Italian police. Somehow the craziest part is that no one was injured and 2 of the bad guys got arrested on the spot. Okay, then I guess I can pull it up if no one was injured. Look at this shit. It actually does look straight out of a movie.
Stanno rubando il furgone, guarda. Guarda, 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 guarda. Guarda. Hanno rubato il furgone. Guarda. Guarda.
God damn.
Santo. Hanno fatto scoppiare in diretta. Guardali, 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 guardali. Guardali, guardali.
Using a soccer mom's minivan to transport the money, I see. That's what I said. That does not really even look like an armored truck. It actually just, it looks like a normal delivery truck. Are they sure they got the right van? They ended up just stealing my shoes. That's it, just a bunch of Skechers in there. So reading about this, they weren't even like a super coordinated trained team that did this. It was just some guys. Just actually some guys. Did they get anything out of this? Well, despite blowing up the vehicle, they were unable to access the cash according to multiple reports. That's when the firefight erupted with patrol officers. No way. Italian media reported that other drivers caught up in the ambush were also robbed as the gang made their escape. What? So they blew up this fucking truck, got nothing, and then on their way out, they just started robbing other people that just were unlucky to be in the area? They escaped by stealing cars from passing motorists to break through police roadblocks. So they escaped with no cash, and a couple of them stole vehicles. 2 of them were arrested. 2 more are at large. What a crazy plan. The guy who blew up the truck had a full-on bomb suit he stole from the police bomb unit. That's why he survived the explosion. What do you mean that's why he survived the explosion? What did he do? Just fucking have a stick of dynamite in his hand and just let it blow up on the truck with him standing there? I made the assumption that they, set some kind of explosive and walked away. Why would he just carry the explosive with the bomb suit on? What a fucking maniac. Gave him plus 100 defense. I mean, it worked. It's just... Wait, now I'm so, Watching this initially, I made the assumption that this had to be like a highly coordinated plan or something. Because, I mean, just look at this.
Guarda, 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 guarda.
But now, after you told me that, I can actually see the guy running behind the van as it's blowing up. Did they not tell him they already set the explosives? Dedicated tank. Yeah, I guess, man. No one screamed danger close. Just bad comms, I guess. Yeah, L comms. They didn't get the money because of protective foam mechanism foiled by foam. Oh yeah, I read that. The reason they couldn't access the money was apparently some foam system they had in the vehicle. Which, I mean, turns out foam's very effective. How much was in the truck? According to the first article I read, a lot. They didn't specify how much, but it made a explicit mention that it is a lot that these trucks carry. Which surprises me, because that does not seem to be a overly fortified truck. But it shows what I know, because this soccer mom van was able to thwart not only an explosion, but everything else that followed, so... I still can't get over this, now that I know that this guy stole a bomb suit only to run into the bomb for fun is crazy to me.
Guarda. Hanno rubato.
He has to be deaf, right? Now, I don't know a whole lot about bomb suits, but he's gotta be deaf. They had to blow his goddamn eardrums out, right? Wily coyote-ass Strat. Yeah, I have no idea what his thought process was there. Why steal the suit if you're not gonna use it? That's a good point. That's a good point. They went through the effort of stealing the bomb suit, god damn it, they're going to get some usage out of it. Put it through its paces. Dinosaur Convention bans all paleontologists named in Epstein files out of safety of our attendees. Wait, what? We find it deplorable that some established paleontological organizations are not taking firm action, DinoCon's statement reads. What? Oh my god, don't you fucking dare. One of these dog shit journalist sites that force you to pay just to read the rest of the article, you make me sick. DinoCon, a UK-based paleontology convention, issued a statement regarding the scientists, authors, and researchers named in the Epstein files, noting those associated with the late sex offender were officially banned from the annual event. How many paleontologists were named in the Epstein files? I must have missed that. While the convention statement did not name the individuals, the Monday announcement made it clear DinoCon would not tolerate their presence at the July event. We at DinoCon take the safety of our attendees, speakers, and staff very seriously. As a result of the release of half the Epstein files, it has come to light that a select number of scientists, authors, and researchers relevant to the field of paleontology allegedly engaged in correspondence with members of the Epstein organization after the convictions of Jeffrey Epstein. We want to state that all respective individuals are banned from our events. I mean, that's it. Hey, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Had no idea there was paleontologists named in the Epstein files. Additionally, we find it deplorable that some established paleontological organizations are not taking firm action to protect their members in light of these allegations. As such, executive committee members from organizations that are not issuing public bans to these individuals are also banned from our events. We do not tolerate those who allow this behavior to go unchallenged within our community. Wow. Actually doing more than like half of everything else out there. You have to remember that Stephen Hawking was a regular. Epstein saw himself as an intellectual trying to unite the smartest people in the world. That's a really good point. I guess maybe I just don't know a ton of paleontologists. So it was not easy to recognize them. But that is a good point, yeah. I just looked it up. Apparently one of the biggest names is Jack Horner, a famous paleontologist who even worked on Jurassic Park. So it would seem. Scientist Jack Horner linked to Jeffrey Epstein in newly released DOJ files. Mortal Kombat 2 just dropped and I just wiggled these cheeks on home from seeing it in the cinema. I liked it. I think in every possible category this was a drastic improvement over the last movie, which I recognize is not the most awe-inspiring of praise. It's a pretty low bar to clear. That's like saying the last suppository I took hurt my butthole the least. Though, I will say, even Mortal Kombat 2021, I actually did enjoy. I know a lot of people hated it. I totally understand why a lot of people hated it. But for me, it was just the perfect amount of silly that it became charmingly enjoyable. Like, by no means was it like a great film or anything, but I did like Scorpion and Sub-Zero duking it out in the beginning and the end, and I thought there were some good fights sprinkled throughout, though there was a lot of dead air and a bit of a slog, especially because the main character, Cole, was entirely uninteresting. They just went into the default character creator and just shipped out the most plain person ever. They gave you fucking a scoop of nothing burger with that guy, but overall, I still did enjoy the 2021 movie, but Mortal Kombat 2 is much better across the board. Now, real quick, I just want to let everyone know before diving into the spaghetti and the meatballs here, Starforge is doing its largest sale on 5090 PCs, so if you've been looking for a good opportunity to upgrade your current rig, now's the time. It is the biggest sale we've done at Starforge for 5090 PCs, so you can go check that out now, link in the description. It is constant fighting. It sets the premise right away. We're introduced to Johnny Cage, and then he gets chosen to be Earth's substitute champion after what happened to Kung Lao in the last film, and then they just instantly start the tournament. They go match after match after match after match. It's fucking fun, and it is unapologetically true to the video game, to the point where they're even using, like, the character's actual move sets, for better or for worse, because a couple of the moves work really well in the game, but on screen look kind of fucking silly, like Sindel. Sindel, all she does is just spam her scream, which is kind of, but it's true to the video game counterpart. So I appreciated that. I also appreciated that some of the arenas they fight in are genuinely straight out of Mortal Kombat levels. Like, they actually, like, one-to-one recreate little pieces of the levels from the games. Like, we'll get into spoilers right away. We'll immediately get into spoilers. When Cole fights Shao Kahn in his match of the tournament, it is on a level that I believe is iconic, that I know mostly from Mortal Kombat 9. I've said this a lot. Mortal Kombat 9 is my favorite fighting game of all time. I mainly spammed Ermac, Noob Saibot, and Raiden. 2 out of 3 of those characters are in this movie too, by the way. They dusted off Noob Saibot for this bitch. That is so hype. But anyway, they actually have Deadpool in this movie. The stage, not the fucking Marvel character. The level with all the acid, I'm sure if you've played Mortal Kombat, you know the stage. You know that level. And Cole fights Shao Kahn on that stage. And it's a really good fight. And it ends with Cole getting his head popped like a watermelon under Shao Kahn's might. And it's not like he was just like a pushover. He didn't get, fucking folded like origami. He did put up like a valiant attempt, and he actually would have won if not for a power-up Shao Kahn had just received. And I really like that fight. And it also shows that they are very receptive to what everyone was saying about Mortal Kombat 2021, that Cole was the weakest part of it. And instead of, like, trying to improve that character, they just said, alright, fuck it, we'll kill him. So they blow him up in his match. It happens pretty early into the film. I was shocked. So Cole is not the main character here. And Johnny Cage also isn't either, really. Katana is the main character. Johnny Cage is a very important character who gets a ton of screen time, but I would say he's not exactly the main character. And also, speaking of Johnny Cage, I was pretty vocal about Karl Urban not being the right choice for Johnny Cage. I'm a huge Karl Urban enthusiast. I love his work, but he's just too old for Johnny Cage. That's what I thought before I saw this film. And now that I've seen it, I still think probably wasn't the best choice. They did a very different Johnny Cage. So he is not like the, smooth-talking, badass, shit doesn't stink, confident dude from the games. He's a very different character. He's in his twilight years, he's washed up, he's aged out of his stardoms, his movies are treated like a joke, no one's even going up to his booth at Comic-Con asking for autographs, so he's older, and they lean into it. And I think it actually works in the context of this film, like it's not like bad, but being familiar with the Johnny Cage character, it's super different, And I don't necessarily think it's better this way, with the way it's done here. I feel like it probably would have been even more fun if they had, like, a Johnny Cage like in the game. Because every other character in this movie is pretty true to their video game counterpart. So while I do think Karl Urban did a good job with this character, I still think it probably would have just been better to stay more true to Johnny Cage from the games, because I think that would have fit the tone of this movie even better, because it is just constant action. And a large part of it is Johnny Cage trying to, like, figure out why he was chosen when he's really just kind of an actor, not really like a hero. Like, I get that, but that's not even like the actual emotional heartbeat of the film. That falls onto Katana, who I think has more screen time than him anyway. He's still shit-talking, he's still nut punches, which are two things that I think are integral to Johnny Cage's character. Both are intact here and delivered very well. But as far as shit-talking goes, by far the best is Kano. Kano carried the last film. He was the best part of Mortal Kombat 2021. And in Mortal Kombat 2, he returns. They literally bring him back from the dead because, again, it feels like they were listening to the feedback. They heard everyone liked Kano, even if they hated everything else. So they're like, okay, here's more Kano. We're bringing him back from the dead. So they bring him back from the dead, and then he instantly gets brought back into the fold in a big way. He doesn't have, like, the most screen time or anything, but he is very present throughout the rest of the film once he comes back. And he is fantastic again. So now you have Johnny Cage talking shit, you have Kano talking shit, and they bounce off of each other often, and I think it works. And speaking of what works, I cannot compliment the fighting enough. It is so fun to watch, even at times a bit goofy, but one fight in particular really stood out. It is the Liu Kang vs. Kung Lao fight. That was fucking cinema. It was so good. It felt so in line with the games. It felt like I was watching like an actual goddamn esports match here with someone playing Liu Kang and Kung Lao. It was great. And it was so cool because the hat's going all around the arena, so they have to keep constantly dodging the hat while also, Liu Kang doesn't really want to kill him, but he knows that he doesn't really have a choice. It is so good. And the fatalities in here are nice and over the top as you would expect them to be. Just genuinely, they did everything right when it came to its action. But, of course, and I'm sure no one's going to be surprised to learn this, the story and, like, the actual writing, like, around the narrative isn't that strong. But you're probably not going to this movie expecting it to be, or even really wanting it to be. And counterpoint, this movie knows it. Like, I feel like they know that the writing is by far, like, their weakest part. The narrative, because, like I said, I think Johnny Cage and Kano writing was strong. But, like, the narrative, as well as some of the other characters, don't have very strong writing. So, they instead don't even bother putting that, like, front and center. Instead, it is just always fights, like I said. You go fight, 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 fight. Then they do try and sprinkle some character building moments in there to flesh it out a little bit, and it's fine. It's not great, but, like, it's fine. It's enough. And then it's right back to fight and fucking and all of that. It's so, like, they don't put a whole lot of eggs in the basket of their narrative, which, if you like Mortal Kombat, you go in as a fan, you're probably going to be pleased that they give you just enough. Tournament starting, it's game time, and also there's this medallion that has given Shao Kahn immortality, so we got to destroy that too. But we've also got to beat ass, eat ass here in the tournament in Life or Death, and it's constant clashing, which is great, but the narrative is a mess. Like, the narrative isn't good. And it seems like they were aware of that, so they really kind of pumped the brakes on making the narrative like a big part of the film. Like, heavens to Betsy, Cole, the main character of the last film, dies pretty early on, brutally murdered. The whole gang knows it, and he is never mentioned again past the initial, like, where's Cole? And they go, oh. Then you never hear his name again. Not once. I mean that. Not a single time does Cole's name come up again. And this was the fucking protagonist of the last movie, by the way. Jax as well. Jax dies right in front of Sonya Blade, and she's like, no! And then you never hear his name again. They don't even acknowledge his sacrifice or anything. His name never even pops up. So, like, the narrative is a mess. And even outside of that, then you have Jade, who is back and forth, like, Katana and I are like sisters, but I gotta turn her in, and my loyalties lie with Shao Kahn. And then she decides to, like, betray Shao Kahn a couple scenes later, but there was never, like, a huge thing that explains where that change of heart came from. Like, she was pretty set on, like, Shao Kahn, and then she had, like, a brief conversation, was like, alright, fuck it, and then it goes and helps the good guys. So, like, it bounces back and forth. The narrative is pretty sloppy, but again, it doesn't feel like they were putting a whole lot of focus on it, so it's not overly detrimental to the film, but I do think it's something that sticks out, definitely worth mentioning. Overall, I enjoyed watching this movie. I had a fun time watching it. Like I said, Noob Saibot's here. And I will say, Noob Saibot is very hype. The fight with Scorpion and Netherrealm, great. Really good stuff. But then the writing kind of rears its ugly head at the end there when it comes to Noob Saibot. I won't spoil exactly how that unfolds, but it was a little rough what they did with Noob Saibot there at the end. But anyway, like I said, I liked it. I was pleasantly surprised. That's really about it. So yeah. I'm sure all of you have noticed, but over the last year or so, I've watched a lot of body cam footage. There is something endlessly interesting about seeing a crazy situation unfolding through the eyes of an officer's nipples. And in general, body cam content has really exploded online, especially on YouTube and TikTok in particular. It's gotten so big, in fact, that now there are channels dedicated to faking them for the sake of making, like, really outrageous or very inflammatory content that is presented as authentic. So that way, people share it, get upset, and they get tons of money off the AdSense from these completely fraudulent body cam videos, and they have been really, really raking in tons of money.
A month ago, I made a video covering the YouTube channel known as Bodycam Declassified. This channel has blown up over the past few months, making fake body cam arrest videos with inflammatory titles and content that they present as real to get millions of views.
Scott Schaefer made 2 videos covering this topic, specifically Bodycam Declassified, who seems to be the biggest culprit. Their videos go viral, at least were going viral pretty frequently, and people were under the impression that it was all legitimate. So they went viral on multiple different platforms. When I'd stream and I'd watch like a police chase or something where a guy hops in a fucking lawnmower and cranks it to 10 miles per hour for the slowest speed chase you've ever seen on the East Coast, and I would be inundated with requests to check out this catalog of cuckoldry here with these fake body cams from people that were under the impression that they were real, because this channel presents them as such.
Since my initial video on May 29th, Bodycam Declassified has uploaded a total of 10 new bodycam videos, and interestingly enough, 3 of those videos are real bodycam footage videos instead of the normal fake videos they upload. It seems like they are doing this to trick new people into thinking they are a legitimate bodycam channel, but if you spend 15 seconds watching their videos, it's clear by the Darman level acting which ones are actually fake.
It really is Darman level acting. Even from the titles, you can see Darman DNA deeply intertwined with this channel's identity here. They have been fucking spliced like it's CRISPR with Darman integrated into it. Like their most popular video about the black FBI agent and how the officer lives to regret it, that kind of thing. But anyway, Scott Schaefer points out that since him and others were talking about Bodycam Declassified, they tried a new tactic of uploading real body cams that were dropped in the middle of all of their fake ones to hopefully confuse people into thinking that it was real, because if they have these morsels of actual body cams mixed in with their fake ones, people will be more likely to think the fake ones are real by giving them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, that one was real, so this one is also probably real.
My personal favorite new video they uploaded is titled Crazy Karen Vandalizes and Shoots Tesla, which includes some of the worst sound effects and gun recoil acting I've ever seen in a video.
I know, the footage is hard to look at. It's too realistic. It's shocking. You can see why so many people were deceived by high-quality forgeries like this. I do really like this one as well. The way that she, like, ugh, as if she's fucking shooting a bazooka at the Tesla here. Like, this is how, like, a child thinks a gun works.
Excuse me, ma'am. What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
Well, we've had 3 suspicious calls.
Calls from what?
About a suspicious person approaching houses. 3 people in this neighborhood have reported it. Can you know anything about that?
I surely don't. I'm working.
You're
I'm
working?
now.
And what is it that you're doing? What's your job?
I'm the mail carrier.
You're a government employee. Would you get that costume at Spirit Halloween store? All right, turn around. You're under arrest.
Sir!
Bag off.
To make matters worse, they even come up with a fake backstory that shows up at the end of the video, claiming the black mail carrier was suspended for 6 months without pay.
Now, as Scott mentions, that last video with the crazy Karen going cuckoo and shooting the Tesla is just silly, but most of them are supposed to be really incendiary. So, like, a lot of them are racially charged ones, like this, about a black mail carrier getting arrested just because the color of her skin. And even though the acting is atrocious, obviously, it was good enough for a lot of people to buy into it and get outraged, which generates a lot of money for Body Cam Declassified. So they've done very similar ones like this multiple times, all for the same purpose of rage bait to make money.
A clear example they know they may be doing something wrong is they started to add a disclaimer that says, "This content is a dramatized reenactment. Any similarities to actual persons or event are purely coincidental." This disclaimer has been added to their most viral videos, like the one titled, "Cop Pulls Over Black Judge and Lives to Regret It." When I covered that video last month, there was no disclaimer in the description this was fake, and you can verify that by using the website Wayback Machine to see it was only added recently. They also aren't adding this disclaimer to any of their new fake videos, and seem to have only done this to the videos that went really viral.
Yeah, so the disclaimer was absent when those videos were uploaded and when they were gaining all their steam. It was added after the fact when they had already popped off. Kind of, it seems like as a way of covering their own ass, because they got so popular and they made so much money off of it that they probably thought that there was a chance they could get in trouble for it, because it is presented as if it's genuine. They go out of their way to try and make these extremely real with no indication that they are reenactments, as they call them. So they probably panicked a little bit thinking that there was some kind of trouble they could find themselves in, some hot water. So they retroactively added that. But as Scott mentions, it's only for those videos when they get to a certain level. Like their new ones, it's still not there. This video from Scott's about a month old, but their most recent one from a little over a week ago, the HOA Karen, that one also doesn't have a disclaimer in there, despite being a completely fake video too.
Ma'am?
Officer, I am so glad you're here for backup.
I'm sorry, here for
You can
what?
Stand back. I am the president of this HOA and I have his perimeter secured.
Okay, can we stand over here in the shade out of the sun so I can find out what is going on here?
Yeah, I am the person that's in control here and this is out of control here.
So you can check the description. It just says crazy HOA gets arrested on body cam. Hashtag body cam, hashtag police. And it ends with her being thrown in the back of the patrol car, which does use actual cherries, it seems. Like, it does actually have the lights and is seemingly a pretty convincing cop car. The only dead giveaway that it's not a real cop car is the side says Coral Palms. You can see it right there in the logo, Coral Palms Police. But there is no Coral Palms Police in the real world. That's a reference to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, at least from everything I can see. I can't find a Coral Palms Police. So they probably were very careful to choose a fictitious place and make their own logo in order to avoid, like, the police department coming after them for presenting a fake arrest as real while also parading around and impersonating their police department. That would be my guess. But yeah, there are some of these fake videos where they do everything they can to make it seem very real. It really feels like this channel wants everyone to believe that what they're presenting is not reenactments per se, but legitimate events, because that's what spreads and it makes people upset, so they get a lot of money for it. They're trying to shove that cock down your throat about how real and authentic they are. This is their channel description. Our channel presents authentic body cam footage sourced through official FOIA, Freedom of Information Act requests, as well as reenactments using professional actors to clarify key events. All reenacted content is original, scripted, and exclusive intellectual property of Media 360 LLC, protected under copyright law. Unauthorized use, reproduction. You get the gist here. Literally reads like the warnings you'd get at the beginning of a VHS tape back in the 90s about how you're going to be going to jail and fined up to $250K if you fucking copy this movie somewhere else. They're basically bringing that out as well. We'll get you with the fucking strong fist of justice if you try and use our fake body cams for your own somewhere. We'll find you. But you can see in their description, the first line there is about being authentic body cams. It's not until you expand the full thing where they also mention the reenactments, which again, they're not reenactments, they're skits. You are making skits, but they're trying to find nomenclature to spruce it up a little bit, because saying that you make fake body cam skits is a little pathetic. So they're calling them reenactments of key elements. Key elements of your fucking fan fiction. Like, there's no key elements they're reenacting. They are just making shit up, making up full scenarios. It's basically a theater club thespian troupe exercise here that they film and then post online to try and make people mad by having people think it's real. Anyway, Scott then called the police department in the jurisdiction where they were filming this and was just wondering if it was even legal for them to be presenting these as real officers and real body cams when they're not. And in a lot of these videos, the officers are like actually committing crimes. So he was asking the PR person that he spoke with, is something like this legal? Didn't get like a clear answer or not. I would say it probably is fully legal. Freedom of speech. You are able to make this content. It's just cringe. Which I guess, that is also kind of a crime, being cringe. But as far as legality goes, I imagine it is fully legal for them to do this and try and present it as real. At the end of Scott's video, he then talks directly to the point people were making, saying, who gives a fuck? Cops deserve it anyway. Basically saying, like, there's so many terrible cops out there. This is totally fine. Who cares? And Scott's point was, it doesn't really matter how you feel about police officers. It's the racially charged, fake rage bait videos here that are the issue.
I don't really care if you like cops or not, but making fake rage bait videos designed to foster social and racial tensions, all because you just want to make money on YouTube, is an incredibly evil thing to do. Everyone has some sort of social or racial group they are a part of, and I assume that most people wouldn't want the people they cared about being trashed online with fake videos trying to make them look bad for views on YouTube. What if someone faked a video of a black man doing terrible things to a white person, or even a member of the LGBTQ community doing inappropriate things to a minor?
And again, this isn't the only channel that does it. It is a pretty popular branch of content now to make fake body cams that are really incendiary, so that way they will spread and the creator of those body cams can make quite a bit of money off it. It really is very Darman-esque how Darman came and gave the internet the curse of Darman type videos where it's about like, don't judge a book by its cover, be nice to your friends, that kind of thing. And now there's hundreds of channels that are making full careers, making an entire business out of that genre of content. This is kind of the same thing, but for a currently smaller niche, which is body cams. So just an interesting topic I felt like talking about today because it is still pretty common to see a lot of fake body cams floating around and people thinking they're real. That's really about it. So yeah.
What's up everybody, it's Critical. I'm playing Crime Life 2 for the PC. Let's do this shit. There we go. Am I James Bond? What is this? Who am I? It appears I'm some abomination from the remote rancid swamps of Anus County. What are the controls here? Alright, what's this? Q? I'm assuming this is the sprinting animation. This looks pretty realistic. That's how I run around when I want gravity to pull shit out of my asshole. I have no fucking clue what's going on with that billboard. It's like a damn kaleidoscope up there. How do I ride this? It's got a pair of those ape hanger handlebars on it. Is it E? No, I guess not. This looks like the sneaking animation, I suppose. Oh, it's effective too. Look at this. She doesn't even see me. She's pushing me along and she had no clue I was there. I was fucking invisible. The epitome of camouflage. Who would have guessed the secret to achieving invisibility looked that ridiculous? I'm taking this orange car down. Here we go. Let me get in. What is... Oh, nice work, officer. I still don't know what the fucking key for getting in a car is. Alright. That was impolite. Alright, is that the game we're gonna play? Okay. Wait for me to get close and then drive away so I can't get in the car? Bastard. What the fuck just happened? No one was stopping this officer from getting to where he needed to be, not even a fellow deputy, damn. Better luck next time, pal. Now you've given your gun to the villain from the Rocketeer here. This is simply terrifying. Give me your car, please. Well, I should have guessed. That's just a static picture there on the windshield. But it doesn't detract from the realism present here. This is absolutely incredible. I'm playing the fucking GTA 6 pre-Columbian build. What pants will go well with ZD arms? Now, these look pretty good. What else do we have here, though? Alright. None of these are really screaming sauce to me. I'll settle for these. These don't look too bad. His damn feet look like those old-ass hopper poppers. We'll go barefoot. His ankles aren't even connected, but, I mean, who needs ankles these days? And his hair is merged with his jacket. What the fuck is with this camera angle they're giving me right now? Am I looking for seashells while I'm riding this? What is this nonsense? I didn't even see that guy. That's not my fault. They had me staring at this sociopath's dick, trying to decipher whether or not he's sporting a boner. It's hard to operate a vehicle with this angle they're giving me. Damn. The bullet to my back is not worth the 10 bullets to your titties. Come here. You think your elite officers can stop me? I'm not fooled by this advanced tactic. I know all about this bouncing shit. I've seen it in the action movies. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, you want some of this too? Yeah, take some of this. Just having a little old squirt gun match with this bitch. Now I'm having fun. Driving my favorite automobile through a barren wasteland of a world once forgotten. This is incredible. Well, that figures. How is this considered swimming? This looks like he's taking a sobriety test when you have to walk a straight line. If I go to a pool and do this exact motion, I'm not gonna get fucking anywhere. They're gonna think I'm ejaculating in the damn pool. Just a squirrel walking along the top of a bush, officer. Nothing. You vase of sticky shit. Now you're going into my bush? You have the audacity to shoot me and then enter my domain? You son of a bitch, take that. I love bush snorkeling. It truly is a marvelous experience. Why is that police car spinning in circles? That is one hell of a hydraulic system. Why did that police car show up and start spinning in circles? Now it's a party. I tell ya, being flushed down a toilet has never looked this exciting. I feel like I'm playing win-back covert operations again. This guy's really working his ass off to spin like that. And I don't really give a shit. Your hard work is moot. Take this. There you go. Enjoy your rest. Oh, you want to do the old hokey pokey too? Come here then. I'll take you to the rodeo. He's trying to drill a hole into the ground using his body and come up behind me, isn't he? I'm not falling for that trick. No siree. Oh shit, it's the rabbit troops, and they've got hostages. Take this, citizens. Oh fuck, there's more of them. Damn it. Just so many. Oh, what the fuck? You just started shooting me and I hadn't even done anything. I don't make the rules, I just fuck them. I'm an enforcer of justice. Can you stop shooting at me, please? Get out of here, tree. You're a symbol for injustice. You shitting? Talk about a symbol for injustice. You've got the world's most evil fence hiding in plain sight. Is there something I can help you with? This creature looks like a mannequin from an alternate dimension. I don't want to associate with this bitch. I'm out of here. Am I really stuck here? Am I really fucking stuck on this mutant? Did that work? I guess not. I'll shoot some more then. I don't fucking care. I'll use all 600 bullets. I don't want to be trapped with Mr. Shitter the pencil spitter. I just don't understand what I'm stuck on here. Did this person just run up and clap their ass cheeks on me? Now I'm stuck in their ass crack? This is absolutely preposterous. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
Sora is getting shut down. Yep, I saw the good news. I know. A pretty great day. It was a double whammy because then Disney announced that they're pulling that $1 billion commitment that they had made to, like, let OpenAI train on Disney characters. I did see that they're still tinkering with the notion of Disney having a strong AI presence, but last I saw, they're no longer doing the OpenAI deal. And that came on the back of them announcing Sora's shutdown. Glorious. Finally, something to smile about. OpenAI is winding down Sora, the video generation app it launched to much fanfare last year that signaled a bigger push into creative tools and social media. OpenAI is shuttering the standalone app to focus on other priorities. As we focus and compute demand grows, the Sora research team continues to focus on world simulation research to advance robotics that will help people solve real-world physical tasks. Sounds a lot better than just a lot of shitposty Sora AI videos and AI-generated anime. God, it's such good news. I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is confirmed, that they were losing like $10 million a day on Sora. And that just put a wet spot in my trousers reading that. Oh, it's so good. This must be what it felt like when my grandparents watched the moon landing. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine it was much of this sensation. Oh, so good. We respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business to shift its priorities elsewhere, Disney spokesperson said. We'll continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. Yeah, that's a bunch of fucking hogwash there, Disney. Can't wait for the AI bros to start tweaking. I doubt they're taking it that well, but who knows, maybe they're being very understanding of it. Let's check the OpenAI subreddit. No, even they don't seem to care all that much. AI generation tools are like a hydra. You cut off one head, 4 more take its place. Sora was a big head to cut off, though. That is good, no matter how you spin it. Now you gotta check out r/defending AI art. Why do antis do that? AI slop. Why did you come to an AI sub then? Probably just to make fun of you would be my guess, man. These are like real Redditors. Like the quintessential Redditors. Just, I can tell based off this one meme as their top post. Holy. Not gonna lie, I don't think we should correct the Sora dead AIs overcrowd. If they are dumb enough to think Sora is the only video gen AI, then let them believe it. If they think AI is truly dead, then maybe they will stop raging on the internet. Who thinks Sora is the only video generating AI? Are they fucking lost in the sauce somewhere? No one thinks that. Not a single human being on the planet thinks that. People are just happy to see Sora get the plug pulled. Also, this is a terrible meme. People 10 years ago, imagine a future where AI does everything for you. Life would be so much simpler today when they see something made by AI. The idea here would be they do all the chores and shit no one wants to do, like the good use of AI, as opposed to just video generating celebrities screaming the N-word, or like garbage like fat people breaking bridges or whatever. How are these two even related? Or just taking jobs from artists. If only the Fruit Love Island TikToks were made with Sora. Yeah. That will persist though. Fruit Love Island continues. As sad as that is to say out loud. It does live on. Oh yeah, I saw that the family that got offered $26 million to sell their farmland to an AI data center. And they said no. Well, let me see if I can find the link to that real quick. That was so fucking cool, man. That's a real patriot. What was her name?
to that offer.
Yeah, a woman and her mother in northern Kentucky, get this, they just turned down a $26 million offer for their property because they don't want to see a data center built there. Local 12's David Witter spent the afternoon with these.
A little bit more than that. They were talking about how much the land means to them. They've had the land for generations. They've lived there for so long. They also use it to like feed their community and everything. So the land means more to them than the money ever could. And also, they basically just say, fuck data centers. They don't want to see the land get destroyed for it. Huge W, though. Huge W.
India.
Stay and hold and feed a nation. If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Delcia Bear can turn away a $26 million offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt road she grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the Depression and kept bread lines up in the United States of America when people didn't have anything else.
Delcia is one of dozens of landowners.
So good. 26 million. 26 million. I saw some intellectuals raising their pinky and saying, well, if she was smart, she would have taken the offer and then built a bigger and better farm. And I hate that perspective, man. That shit is so ass. I think her perspective makes the most sense. This land means more than the money does. She doesn't need 26 million for a bigger, better farm. She's got the perfect farm that's been in her family for generations, does exactly what she wants, has everything they want, everything they need, everything they want to do, keep feeding the nation, taking care of the cattle, everything. The fuck does 26 million do for you there? You've got what you want. You've got it. The money does nothing. And it's exactly what her mom says, too.
They call us old stupid farmers, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Oh, come on. AI data centers don't do that. Except for every single time they're installed. But surely this time would be different. No, this time they've got it all figured out. They worked out all the kinks. There's no way they're going to keep sapping all the water and ruining everything. That's not going to happen again. They got that all fixed.
Delcia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land and she plans to die here. And she certainly does not trust the promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here.
What do you mean you don't trust the promises from the AI companies? Who's more reliable than these AI corporations run by these fucking zombies at the top? They only ever tell the truth with realistic expectations and exactly what's going to happen. If you can't trust them, who can you trust? It's like saying you don't believe in Santa Claus. Holy shit, no faith in AI companies?
So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity?
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them. Is what I say.
No, that's impossible.
For Delcia,
a scam
or not, she says she's connected to her home like Scarlett O'Hara.
Grok, is AI a scam?
As long as she was attached to that land.
Are AI data centers a scam, Grok? And then put me in a bikini.
That's exactly.
Love that. See, that is the perfect American attitude right there. Love that. I saw this earlier today. It's been a great day for AI, honestly. Sora shut down, Disney pulling out of the OpenAI deal, and then this. Lovely. One of my friends used your clip saying AI is good in the medical field on a graduate project and the doctors liked it. That's good to hear. Hey man, I've been screaming that from the mountaintops. I love AI's usage in the medical field, especially with some of the more recent stuff we're seeing, like the one we went over with the dog, and using it to help make individualized medicine for the dog with cancer. That's a great usage of AI. That's the stuff that AI should be thriving in, instead of all the garbage that we have it used for right now with the creative industry. That's what it should be explored with. Nah, fuck that, Grok. Make my dog fight Vegeta. True, that is more valuable. Charlie, you will sell your own farm for 26 million? Fuck no. If that same company rolled up and offered that for my land, I would say that no for sure as well. But, to be fair, I guess it's a little bit different for me, since I already have money. For someone like this, I think it's a much more powerful statement and a far more patriotic perspective to plant your feet saying, I don't want that money because the land and what we can do with the land means more than the money does. So I think it's far stronger coming from someone like this family than it ever would for me. They ruin the surrounding community, and yeah, there is just literally nothing good about an AI data center being installed. Clean water has lived to see another day. Yes, it has. Against all the odds. Yeah, the data center that everyone's talking about is the Kevin O'Leary one, 40,000 acres here. It will generate as much heat as, I think it was 23 atomic bombs detonating daily. The community did everything they could to voice how much they don't want it, but then they decided, fuck that, we're doing it anyway. So the fossils in power over there were like, yeah, it's alright. We'll unanimously vote it through. 40,000 acres, by the way, is whatever you're picturing, triple it. I feel like most people here can't even fathom what 40,000 acres actually looks like. It is an unbelievable scale.
Concern and outrage in Utah.
For hell's sake, grow up.
There it is, yeah, for hell's sake, grow up. What an interesting expression there, brother. Usually it's for heaven's sake, but this must be one of hell's finest warriors.
Grow up.
Where hundreds of protesters this week flooded this meeting of Box Elder County Commissioners.
Can you be quiet and let our citizens hear what needs to be said, please?
As they voted to move forward with a controversial data center proposal backed by celebrity Canadian businessman Kevin O'Leary.
Fucking worm, man. He's such a worm. Oh my god, and the way he keeps defending it too. Ugh, it's so delusional. He's like, oh, no one's actually against it. They're just being bussed in. They're misled.
Hello, Sharks. Known as Mr. Wonderful on the hit show Shark Tank.
You should do this deal. You have no risk. Just say yes.
O'Leary firing
nice leather jacket.
Protesting criticism in this video posted on social media after the vote.
I'm pretty aware of what these concerns are. They are around air, water use, heat. Sustainability is at the heart of what we do in terms of all these proposals. We're not just Utah.
The Stratus Project is a plan to build a 40,000 acre...
Kevin's Canadian, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Isn't this guy Canadian? Yeah, he's Canadian. Because I was listening to some of the other things he was saying about, like, oh, this is exactly what we need in the country, that kind of stuff. Love that. Love that. Thanks, Kevin.
Development
one of us.
Utah's Great Salt Lake, boosted by government tax incentives, and according to a county fact sheet, is eventually expected to generate and consume up to 9 gigawatts of power once completed. A number MIDA, the state entity backing the project, says is more than double Utah's average energy consumption.
Perfect.
Data centers of the old have a bad reputation. They gobble up a lot of water, they use up your power, and then when they're all built, they don't employ many people.
That's very true. I was actually just reading something about one of the larger data centers in the country. I believe it's a Meta data center. It had temp jobs, obviously, for the construction, which they always tout like, oh, it's so many new jobs to the local economy, so many new jobs for the community. It's great, that kind of thing. And then they checked in on that Meta data, I'm pretty sure it was Meta, data center like a year later. I think they had 150 actual employees for a massive data center. And then some of the other ones that are on the smaller side had 25. So they don't actually employ a significant working force. It's a complete scam. It is completely a scam.
This is not that. Power usage is completely self-contained.
The project's potential environmental impact sparking much of the outrage.
And we're losing land, we're losing water, and we're losing air quality.
This has the footprint in the valley of 2,000 Walmart supercenters. That's the physical footprint. If you want the energy footprint, it's 40,000 Walmart supercenters in this one small valley.
As plans for other large data centers proposed across the country have led to heated debate.
Remove this person that's heckling.
O'Leary now casting doubt on the pushback in Utah.
We think over 90% of the protesters are actually not people that live in Utah or Box Elder County. They're being bussed in.
By who? Who would bust them in? We have to fight this data center. Who? All of the rich people that would even be able to afford to do that are all gung-ho on these data centers, Kevin. It is solely for fucking goober demons like you to profit off of. So who the fuck would even be bussing them in? All of them are constantly lobbying for data centers. All of the rich people that would be able to afford 90% of these protesters being bussed across the country. So they wouldn't do that. It's all a scam. And it's painfully clear that the politicians don't actually care about, like, the people here. Outright denying them, then they leave after getting overwhelmingly booed for it so they can go unanimously pass it in private. It's such a sham. No one here in Utah wants it. The actual communities these data centers are built in do not want these things. They make it clear. Like, it's not like people are quiet about it. When data centers move in, they are constantly pushing back and fighting. But since all of these politicians are in the pockets of the people that are building it, they just force it through anyway. And then there are checkups, like there's been enough that have been around long enough that you do have data, so you can see the impact that it's had on some of the local communities where they've been there for a little while. It is significantly higher prices on energy, water, also reduced quality of water in certain ones that I've seen. Like, it is bad. It is genuinely horrible for the people there, and it gives them no benefit. Because again, they run so lean, they don't actually hire a lot of workers. One of the biggest ones in the country, again, I'm pretty sure it was Meta, only employs, I think, 150 full-time employees. Everything else was temp jobs. So you get nothing. You get actually nothing for this. It moves into your community, jacks up your prices, and fucks you in the face. Clean water is overrated. True! Give me the AI runoff sludge. That way I can drink it happily knowing that it was used to generate a picture of me in a bikini on Twitter. What are data centers used for? Genuinely everything around AI. Like, computing, everything. Like, it is a giant hub for all of it. So that way they can use the infrastructure, so that they also sell that to, like, the military and things like that. That way they can utilize it. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not exclusively AI. Like, I know a lot of, like, cloud computation and stuff and storage, I know. But that's the bulk of it. The reason why we're experiencing the boom is AI. Data centers aren't, like, brand new, but the reason they're exploding like this is solely because of AI. We'll talk about the hantavirus in a little bit, but no, it's not. From everything I've read, I don't think there's a chance for it to be a pandemic or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it's conducive to that kind of spread. Very scary virus, though, in general. It's a scary thing. What's crazy is, genuinely, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, I was ranting and raving about how much I hate the idea of cruises. Oh, you know what? It was the Northern Lion Super Cruise. I was going on about how much I hate the idea of cruises. And look at how vindicated I am. I'm telling you, man. Cruises are fucking gross. That's just your irrational fear. It's not. I actually don't have a fear of cruises. I just hate the idea of it. It's just trash. It is genuinely being stranded on a floating prison. I hate the idea of it. And if there's anyone that gets sick, fucking everyone's getting sick. Poop cruise, norovirus, hantavirus, undiscovered viruses, plague. He hates whimsy. If it involves whimsy, he's out. Whimsy is not... That is the worst word to use to describe a cruise. What the fuck is whimsical about just endless gambling and buffets? And motion sickness. That's not whimsical. Speaking of cruises, ship with the contaminated people with viruses coming to port tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? Isn't a cruise ship like the best place for an outbreak to happen? Can't we just keep them there? You would think, but I guess not. I don't see why it needs to dock. Just fucking fly the materials that they need to survive in. Drop them off. I don't really see the necessity for docking. But whatever, I guess. Bill Gates wants round 2. Imagine Bill Gates was the one. Hey man, I guess it's possible. He could have been in there. What's the Disney Cruise stuff? What happened on Disney Cruise? Is that the norovirus outbreak? 'Cause I saw that one too. The Disney Cruise was them filming CSAM. What? What the fuck? What a week for cruises. Holy shit. Disney cruise ship staffers among 28 arrested in a massive child porn operation. Holy. Officers with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection boarded 8 cruise ships between April 23rd and April 27th, interviewed 28 workers as part of an ongoing investigation. During the interviews, they confirmed 27 of the 28 individuals had either received, sent, possessed, or transported child pornography, according to the statement. Disney Cruise Line ship was among those that were boarded and where employees were detained in connection with the investigation. In a statement, a Disney Cruise Line spokesperson said the workers were no longer with the company. We have a zero-tolerance policy for this type of behavior and fully cooperated with law enforcement. No shit. Zero tolerance for crime? How strong, Disney? While the majority of these individuals were not from our cruise line, those who were are no longer with the company. Well, hopefully they're in jail. Hopefully they will be in the slammer for the rest of their life. Officials said they included 26 members from the Philippines, 1 from Portugal, and 1 from Indonesia. It wasn't Disney's fault, bro. It wasn't a Disney-sanctioned thing. It's what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't change the fact that it's a terrible thing and they are Disney employees. I don't think anyone's blaming Mickey Mouse directly for it.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Winback Covert Operations for the Nintendo 64. I haven't played this in around 10 years, so I figured I might as well go for the ultimate experience, so I'm going to be using the Vine Sauce ROM corruptor on it. Let's do this shit. Let's see if these values worked. There we go. It's yielding some results. Not too... Oh, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, striking a pose for the Victoria's Secret photo shoot. Covert titties. What are the controls? What happened? I fucking dare you to crash this time. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. That is how you walk. That is walking at its finest. I still don't know the controls, damn it. I probably never will know the controls because I'm playing as the world's best contortionist. Learning the controls is going to be an impossible task. How do I shoot? What is this? Is this a laser pointer? That doesn't help me at all. Fuck it. Let's just show them we mean business. I'll hit you with my forehead. Come here. This is how I imagine the Triceratops walked during its time. This guy's trying to transform into a cardboard box, but I'm not gonna let him. How do I shoot? Oh shit! Reinforcements! It's the fucking mythical tuxedo fighter! You son of a bitch, stop crashing. This game is exactly like I remember it. Well, slap my dickhole. I've been running into cover the wrong way all these years. Oh, stop stretching. Do you think this is the appropriate time to stretch? That's right, I read the controls. Who read those controls? That would be me. Come here. Oh, no. Those were planned shots. I was trying to hit the UFOs overhead. I didn't miss. Oh, fuck. Get back. Get back. Shit. That bastard came flying at me like one of those abnormal titans from Attack on Titan. I think I got them both. Even if I didn't, I don't really give a shit. Let's take some cover. Can we take some cover, please? There's the cover taking, yeah. Oh shit, look at that shit. How low can you go? The game crashed. I guess I went too low. You have to be drinking spoiled milk. I took one step forward and the game crashed. That's a new record. You walking through quicksand, pal? You're moving awfully slow. Oh, what the fuck? No wonder he was moving so slow. There was a bomb in that box. Who in their right mind would want to be moving fast when there's a bomb nearby? I guess he just disappeared. That's fine by me. Who needs him? I'll just keep rollerblading in this direction. Doing my little jazz feet thing. My legs look like they're fighting a squid. Oh, here he is. Take some of this melee. Yeah, check that out. He just folded like a bad hand in poker. What the fuck is this? This is a giant square, alright. Smaller square now. What is this? This must be one of those be there or be square scenarios. But it's really hard to be anywhere using this character because he walks around like he's on a perpetual merry-go-round. Where do you think you're going? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, it's just too easy. You don't fuck with someone that has this kind of footwork. You're next. Pardon me, I've got to reload. There you go. That's called the instantaneous transportation bullet. I just sent that bastard into another galaxy. What the fuck? Door acts as a slingshot, I see. Just sent me into a zone of pure serenity. This is magnificent. Just look at it. Oh, look at that! Holy shit, I can just walk back into the map and get a checkpoint. Fuck, let's just go to Pizza Hut now. Then I'll get some pizza, rub it on my ass cheeks, pretend that I ate it. That sounds like fun. Where do you think you're going? If you're looking for Bullet City, I'll show you. It's right over— oh, you fucking asshole. Do you really think you can escape from this guy? Just look at the way he runs around. It's very clear he participates in a triathlon every day. Well, it seems I'm back in Asgard. Thank you, Giant Square. I tell you, this soundtrack will not allow you to find peace anywhere. How can anyone find tranquility in an environment that's encompassed by the sound of potato chip bags being crumpled? And yes, I do realize that this is probably not the original score for the game, and I know this is the result of the corruptor I'm using. However, I rather like this tune. Holy shit, I actually beat the level. And in record time. This square is here for the long haul, it seems. Oh yeah, the Statue of Liberty pose. They'd never expect it. My character is just beside himself right now. Oh, take a looky at that. The one-armed, one-legged chicken dance. That song and dance was very popular back when this game was made. I'm not surprised they included it here. Let's use the machine gun. Here we go. Alright, all of my bullets are missing. It seems we've sacrificed accuracy for moist shittery. Let's try the shotgun. Alright, weapons are futile. But I'm gonna keep trying, fuck it. There we go, there's one. Two, oh, well yes, perfect. Oh yeah, you want some of this too? Come here. Oh, direct hit. Double whammy. Can't handle it. And I'm just gonna gallop away on my invisible horse. Oh shit, fucking square, no! Thank goodness the square didn't take me anywhere. That is the epitome of a miracle. I can shit my head out. That is a spectacle every man, woman, and child should see. Look at this, I can shit my head out! What the fuck happened? What the fuck is this? No! I've broken the very foundation of the universe by putting my head through my body and shitting it. Oh, I'm free. There we go. Are you trying to emulate what I just did, soldier? I don't think so. Only— what the fuck? Alright, I guess this is what it would look like if a package tried to fucking shoot at you, alright. You know, I've never really seen somebody run with so much grace and perfection. Oh, what was I thinking? When you have the ability to shove your head through your anus, you're always going to be in perfect health. What do I need the health pack for? This is a lovely place to go for a little stroll. An absolutely ethereal landscape. I sure do love power crawling. It's an excellent cardiovascular exercise. Excuse me, I seem to have deployed my shitsplosives. What are you looking at, Rambo? These are the grooviest dance moves I have ever seen. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really off balance. Who pushed me? I look like a used fortune cookie. I can assure you, you cannot handle my technique. Your training just did not cover it. Your instructor was absent the day you were supposed to handle this the fuck happened? Is it the giant square again? Operation Winback aborted. Alright, maybe it wasn't the square. Maybe a cement truck exploded and gave me the business. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
Yeah, I know this is something I don't typically talk about, but I'm gonna blabber about it quite a bit today. I was recently talking about Saudi Arabia after their purchase of EA, going into detail about how they are gluttonously buying up basically everything thanks to their infinite money that they have at their disposal. They're basically playing life on admin mode. Like, they've entered this era where they just have so much money and now they're using it to buy everything. And I've talked about my own personal experience seeing that firsthand in the esports space. They fundamentally own esports. They've got the entire industry on nipple clamps right now thanks to the money they pump into it because it's an industry that is deprived of it and they are starving, malnourished when it comes to finances. And then Saudi Arabia has swooped in with that supple teat that they're allowing all the orgs to suckle from. Thus, they now basically have esports in a stranglehold, a fucking full Nelson, really. And this is extending to basically everything in the entertainment and tech sector. And most recently, I'm sure a lot of you saw, there was a Saudi Arabian royal family-backed Riyadh comedy festival where basically every comedian with a pulse got paid a bag to go perform in Riyadh. And pretty much all of them did it with a big old smile on their face, and now that they've finished it, they're doing their best mental gymnastics to justify why it's actually not a big thing and they're not hypocrites for doing it. For those that don't know, Saudi Arabia has a multitude of human rights violations. One of the biggest ones that make the comedians in particular look like hypocrites is their complete disregard for freedom of speech. Like, that doesn't exist there. They execute people for some of the things they say. There are so many notable examples of it. And Dave Chappelle, in particular, has just released a little statement that I think is so laughably delusional that I cannot help but shoot spitballs at it, which is so painful because growing up, Dave Chappelle was such a big part of my childhood, as I'm sure many others. But this is just not the same guy. He has been replaced by a fucking skinwalker. He unironically said that it's easier to talk in Saudi Arabia than it is in America. If that isn't the dumbest fucking thing I've heard of since Hawk Tuacoin. Dave, to even perform there, you signed a contract that expressly forbid you from talking about or joking about things that may be considered to degrade, defame, or bring into public disrepute, contempt, scandal, embarrassment, or ridicule Saudi Arabia, its ruling government, royal family, or any religion or any religious figure, period. This comes from a comedian that was offered to perform, but said no, which is apparently very rare because not many comedians had the wherewithal to say no. They didn't have the strength. So this contract was leaked, revealed to everybody from a comedian named Atsuka Okatsuka. Hopefully I said that name correctly. She got the invitation, the contract to go, and declined. She refused, and then revealed all of the stipulations that were put in the contract in the first place to ensure people were gagged on the things they were allowed to joke and talk about there. So all the comedians preaching about like how free they felt to speak, they literally signed a piece of paper binding them to ensure they wouldn't talk about a lot of things. So these are things that you are literally not allowed to talk about, Dave. You muzzled yourself just to even attend, to even accept that bag of money. It came with the stipulation that you would not talk about these things. It was fucking forbidden, Dave. Yeah, it's so easy to talk there as long as you agree to not talk about this laundry list of shit that they don't want you to talk about. And Dave, maybe you didn't read the contract. In fact, I'm confident you didn't. So what if you did end up talking about things they didn't want you to talk about? What would have happened? Would you have ended up like one of the many people who were sentenced to death for criticizing the government or making like, you know, what they deem to be destabilizing remarks? Because that's something that Saudi Arabia still does pretty often. Like even in 2025, there's been a lot of executions, and one of them was a journalist who had made posts talking about corruption in the Saudi Arabian regime. His name was Turki Al-Jassar, and he recently was put to death on June 14th after being accused of terrorist crimes, including destabilizing the security of society and stability of the state, which, you're not going to believe this, Dave, there was no evidence for those alleged crimes. But don't worry, his family did at least get to visit him before they took his life, but his family wasn't informed that they were going to kill him. That was just a little surprise they sprung up. They also haven't got his body, by the way, either. Weirdly enough, Dave, it seems like his crime was talking. I don't know, man. There's just so many things there that are just giving me this inkling of a suspicion that it's not exactly as easy to talk there as you like to claim that it is, man. I don't know. There's just little birdies out there saying that it's not exactly super easy to talk in Saudi Arabia. You just happen to agree not to talk about the things that they didn't want you to. Brother, this is just so fucking see-through. Why don't you just be honest and say that the money they offered was too much to turn down? At least that's honest. At the very least, you're being honest. Like, Bill Burr's trying the same fucking mental gymnastics too, as opposed to just admitting, yep, I took the money, I know it makes me a hypocrite, don't care, it was a lot of money to perform for like a day or two or whatever. Like, you might as well just be honest. You've already fucking done it. There's really nothing you can say to be like, actually, this place fucking rocks. This is like all about, we get to joke about what we want and have a good hoot and holler. Because that's just so blatantly wrong. It is so provably false. There are so many things you can pull from to show all of the ways in which that is just not the case. Like, come on. People have the internet at their fingertips. They can easily just Google Saudi Arabia, like, speech laws or something. And you will find instantly, by the way, Turki al-Jasser, who was just executed, he has been incarcerated for 7 years because of his crime of talking about things they didn't want discussed. And he was even allegedly tortured before they just recently executed him. Like, people can easily find this information, and yes, it does make you hypocrites. Because Dave Chappelle is someone that's, in this statement here, talking about how hard it is to make jokes in America because you might get canceled. And sure, fair enough, that is something that has been going on in America for a while now, and it super sucks. Unfortunately, it's only becoming more and more common now, too. It's fucking terrible. But, in Saudi Arabia, you don't just get canceled, you get canned. You get sent to meet your maker if you talk about things that they don't want discussed. Here, the worst thing that's gonna happen to Dave fucking Chappelle if he gets, like, canceled is he'll lose, like, a show. But then he'll make up for it with a $50 million Netflix special and 100,000 new fans because people usually will support someone that gets, like, a show taken away because they said a joke that was too raunchy or something. Whereas the worst thing that'll happen to Dave Chappelle in Saudi Arabia if he did decide to go rogue off book and start criticizing like the royal family and talking about corruption and shit, they might have fucking imprisoned him and maybe down the line killed him. Because they have a track record of doing that. Maybe not someone to Dave Chappelle's size, they probably wouldn't do that because they know that would be such an international incident, but to just paint the picture, that is something they do there and actively continue to do, showing no signs of stopping. And yet Dave has the chutzpah to try and claim that it's easier to talk there than here. Fucking crazy, man. I almost feel like part of the contract had to be like brainwashing of these comedians too, like literally just forcing them to spit shit out for them, just vomit like tourism brochures. Because Bill Burr, after coming back, is like, oh my god, this was life-changing, calling it a top 3 experience he's had. It was a great experience, that part of the world, and to be part of the first comedy festival over there in Saudi Arabia. The Royals loved the show. You don't say. They loved it? Damn, Bill, that's crazy that they happened to love it. Everyone was happy. The people that were doing the festival were thrilled. Great news, man. I'm super happy to hear that it went really well for the Saudi Arabian Royals there. I was worried. I was a little nervous that the sets might kind of not go over really well there, but I'm happy to hear it was a home run with the Royals. God, Bill Burr's defense of it is almost as fucking stupid as Dave Chappelle's. You think everyone's going to be screaming death to America and they're going to have like fucking machetes and want to chop my head off because this is what I've been fed about that part of the world. Who are you even talking to, like addressing with this? A ghost? Like what? Who is actually expecting you to go over there and be met with machetes and people screaming death to America? They paid you unfathomable money to be there for a day, Bill. They're probably not going to be trying to chop your head off screaming death to America. You are there as a helpful, useful puppet on their strings that they are feeding money to dance because it is supposed to help them with tourism. This is put on by their fucking, like, tourism arm here. And also to help obfuscate a lot of the bad stuff going on over there. Of course they're not going to make you have a horrible time, Bill, by waving machetes around. What are you talking about? What a crazy unhinged statement. So Bill, before getting there, thought he was going to be met with machetes and people screaming death to America? Really? That was the impression you were under? Also, the way he talks about Saudi Arabia, like what he describes, I think is just like extremely fucking weird. Is that a Starbucks next to a Pizza Hut, next to a Burger King, next to a McDonald's? They got a fucking Chili's over here. I had to stop a couple times during the show and say, I'll be honest with you guys, I cannot fucking believe any of you have any idea who I am. It was just this great exchange of energy. They know their reputation, so they were extra friendly. How is that anything beyond, like, a full-blown insult? Is Bill just a big fucking idiot or something? Like, how oblivious is he to the world around him? He's talking about Saudi Arabia like he's talking to children, like, I cannot believe you guys even know who I am over here. He expected them to not have, like, electricity or internet or something? Like, why wouldn't they know who you are, Bill? You're one of the biggest names in the world. Why would you think they wouldn't know who you were? He talks about this, like, it's just... I'm not taking crazy pills, right? Like, this is a super odd thing to say. He took this money, and as he's going over there, he thought he was going to be met with machetes and people coming for his skull saying, "Death to America." He gets there, and now he's, like, raising an eyebrow, shocked, saying things like, "You guys have a fucking Chili's over here? What are the odds? Over here in this part of the world, you have a Chili's?" It's just so weird. Like, again, if Bill would just say, like, "Look, I'm a hypocrite. I took the money. I couldn't resist. I put my hand in the cookie jar. I was too tempted. It is what it is." At the very least, he'd be being honest. Like, there's more dignity in that than what he's trying here with these statements. It's fucking crazy. Now, I don't want to just insult all the comedians that went. That would be a 10-hour video, because every comedian went, basically. There were a few that didn't, and I want to give flowers to one in particular, Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis has been on a meteoric rise for over a year now, where he's become one of the biggest names in comedy. And Shane Gillis, according to him, was offered a bag to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. But he turned it down. He even did make a statement saying that he took a principled stand and declined the offer to perform at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Now, he's not the only one that said no. I already mentioned Atsuko Akatsuka. She's the one that actually revealed the censorship rules in the contract that we talked about earlier. But it seems like the overwhelming majority of comedians that received the offer accepted it, seemingly without a second thought crossing their mind whatsoever. Even some of the comedians that claim to be very supportive of free speech, putting a huge emphasis on it as part of their materials and their sets about how important it is, like Jimmy Carr, well, they couldn't resist either. Fucking Jimmy Carr was a co-headliner for this. Really stuck to your guns on that one, eh, Jimbo? And he's far from the only one. If you look at the people that perform there, many of them you've probably seen frequently posting about how wrong it is that people will face, like, punishments and stuff because of, like, what they might post online or, like, jokes or whatever. But they're totally fine taking money from Saudi Arabia, a place that literally has executed people for their opinions and things that they say online. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Until you realize that those comedians, they don't actually believe any of this shit, it seems. They're more than willing to fold on all of this as long as they get paid enough money. It was pretty uncommon to see people say no. And Shane Gillis is right now at, like, the height of popularity for comedians. And he, I have to imagine, got a crazy, crazy, crazy offer to go, but still said no. And I just find that to be amazing. I'm really happy to have learned that Shane Gillis wasn't there. But I was very disappointed to see many of those that were. All of the comedians that turned down the offer, I think, deserve, like, a very strong round of applause, because they actually do practice what they preach when it comes to free speech and the importance of it. Meanwhile, all the comedians that love to yap about principles and all that for their sets and then still went to Riyadh Comedy Festival, seems pretty clear that it's all a bunch of fucking horseradish from them. To me, at least, it seems pretty clear that they're just fucking sellouts that don't actually believe in the things they pump their fist about and joke about on stage or anything. It's all just phony baloney performative, and as long as you give them enough money, it's not like a principle they're gonna stand by. They'll just go take the money instead. Oh, something else I really want to mention, and I know I've already been blabbering about this for a while. Tim Dillon is another comedian who initially accepted the offer, and then on his own show was poking fun at it in saying, like, they use slavery over there and that he's willing to turn the other cheek because the money was so much, that kind of thing. And they fired him for it. So, the implication is, when you accept the deal from Saudi Arabia, you then also have to censor yourself in America too, and just constantly promote Saudi Arabia and the regime. So even on your own show in America, you were still needing to be a full-blown Saudi Arabian shill. So everyone that went is just so fake, such hypocrites, and they are now just fully shills for Saudi Arabia. They're just so fucking fake, man. It's crazy. I'll stop blabbering about it. I know it's been a little bit already, but it's so sad. It's pathetic. It really is. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yeah. Oh, I can start as Charlie. Well, do you want to be me or Joe? I'll let you be me. I want to see what kind of decisions you think I'd make. You're gonna make me the biggest fucking idiot on the 7 Seas. I already know it. I'm hoping it's good like Until Dawn. I really like Until Dawn.
The 60% makes me nervous.
I think Until Dawn also had like a 60% though.
No, it didn't. It was like critically acclaimed. Because it had Rami Malek in it.
No, if I remember right, they were lukewarm.
Plus, it had like, what was that chick's name? The short chick? She was like a big deal in Hollywood as well.
Piper
They
Perry?
had like an A-list. Who? No, Hayden Panettiere. Patisserie, whatever her name.
Oh, Hayden Panettiere or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's a name I haven't heard since Until Dawn. I think that killed her career.
Chat wants the lights off, Charlie.
Oh, it's a scary game. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck. I have a countdown.
Don't worry, I'll pause it again.
Did you fucking pause it again?
Yeah. I didn't want you to miss a single second. Who knows what kind of contextual clues you could have missed on.
What a fun stream this is, just pausing every fucking frame. Wait, you said he was beating you up?
Yeah, just don't press the button.
Oh, it's too late. I already took his lunch money, I guess. Oh, there we go. I get it. Yeah, he just got me with a mean left hook.
Yeah, so I was there for like 5 minutes just letting him like pour punches into me. Take out his frustration.
This is a really advanced training dummy, goddamn.
Yeah, why don't they use that on the front lines?
I don't know, it's gonna start doing capoeira and shit on me.
Oh, that's got skull and crossbones on it.
What do you think's in the box, Jackson?
The training dummy.
His coffin.
Chinese Weapon X.
Rises from it like Dracula.
Alright, well, I'm gonna decrease the volume from there.
I hope throughout the rest of the gameplay we're just constantly pausing for such minor adjustments. Man, how hard did Joe get punched?
Punched him right into a jail cell. Hey, that was me!
No, this. Oh, wait. No, what?
It's Charlie. I'm Charlie.
They're fucking identical. Wait, so are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Well, actually, I don't know. I'm spinning around. Are you seeing this?
That's me.
Or are you seeing Joe?
No, that's me spinning around. So you see me looking like confused?
No, wait, no. We're both spinning around. I won't spin around. You keep spinning around if you're spinning around.
No, I stopped spinning around now.
No, you
okay, alright, I'm walking in a
How do
circle.
we figure this out? Okay, no, we're in different parts of the ship. That's a cool concept. I like this.
Okay. You should really stream your perspective, so that way we can have like a cohesive story together.
Actually, yeah, I should.
Just fire on your stream. We can go ahead and pause, Jackson. We haven't done that enough
Yeah,
yet.
I enjoy the pause.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? What's wrong?
Stop looking at me, Charlie.
Staring at the camera.
Break the fourth wall. Put your arm around me for the Tinder pic.
It's really annoying how slow they move. Move faster.
Why did you pause?
I didn't even pause. I pressed the bumper buttons.
Oh. You paused on a jump scare and now we see who's scaring us. You've ruined it.
Wait, is there a jump scare? I didn't see a jump scare, did you?
Well, yeah, that was the big noise and now there's that little kid running around there who's probably a ghost.
Wait, I don't see a kid.
You don't see a kid?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, we're having such different experiences. Oh, it's
geez.
Buckley.
I saw him in the mess hall, he was fit as a fiddle. Poor fucker.
What? What does him being fit as a fiddle have to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he could be the world's most
happy. Die
happy.
of a heart attack or something.
I saw him 2 hours ago and he was so happy and now he's been killed. How is it possible?
Look how he died too.
Yeah.
He's obviously been like shocked to death or something. Doesn't matter how fit he was.
Did you see the kid that time or only me?
I'm not seeing any kids.
I'm seeing a lot of kids.
Oh, I'm seeing a Chinese man though that's dead.
I don't see that.
Where are you? I've lost you.
Hey, come here.
Oh, we've separated, I see. I've entered the children's daycare, I guess.
Wait, you're dead on my screen.
No, I'm not.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, you're dead on the floor. You're
Oh.
telling me to hide.
Oh, then you were dead on the floor for me, because I just saw a dead man, but I couldn't recognize it.
I'll hide.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot some children, I guess. Thanks for the resub, Gray.
I'm hiding.
Wow, I actually am just lighting up a child.
The ghost child?
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
What happened?
I think you shot me.
Are you hiding inside of an electrical box?
Yes. You killed me!
I'm going into shock, Jackson. It's too much for me to take.
Did you open up the box?
No, I didn't open it up. I saw a child run in there and I decided instead of asking questions to fucking murder it.
I was in there. You told me to hide, so I followed your direction.
Ah, you shouldn't have listened. Are you right now on the Duke of Maiden small ship?
I'm walking over to a ship.
Okay.
Oh, so you're the guy on the ship?
Well, I don't know. Are you looking at Alex?
I'm
right
Brad.
now? Okay,
I'm Brad.
I'm
I'm
Alex.
witty. I'm Alex's brother, and I'm innocent.
I'm Julia's boyfriend, and I'm insecure.
Hey.
I'm looking at a wedding ring.
Can I get your input on something?
Oh, you're gonna ask me?
Just kind of a big thing I'm trying to make a
Oh,
decision about.
you're gonna ask me if you should marry your girlfriend? I'm gonna say nothing.
School?
Oh.
No, but it's just kind of a
Yeah,
big life
if we weren't
choice,
talking in a chat, you wouldn't know I just looked at a wedding ring and you'd have no idea what this was about, huh? Hey, what's up, Jessica?
Hey.
You bitch. Oh, Julia.
Julia. Jessica's the other one. That's Conrad.
The foolhardy Conrad. Just don't talk to Conrad. We only talk to women.
I'm not going to. He asked me if I've ever been diving before. I just stared at him.
Where's the old
No one ever talked to Conrad. Ooh, Fliss.
That's a cool name.
Okay, look, you're the client.
Are you coming over to
I'm
me?
just saying we don't have unlimited daylight.
Eventually.
I'm gonna go help Conrad and Julia with the camera.
Yeah, come over and have a look at this. I found something.
What do you got there, pussy? What is it, the Loch
Look at
Ness
this.
Monster?
Feast your eyes on this.
Whoa. Google image.
Brad's calculations
It's
were
pictures
right
of my
on
sister naked.
Always bet on Brad. He's a whiz. You should thank him. We found a place.
Hello, friends.
In all the right places.
My cutscene then is just you spinning around, looking shocked.
I'm trying to keep up here. There's a lot to take in. This is a good conversation, boys.
For all you know, this could be a war grave. Disturbing it would.
Oh man, you look.
Ooh.
You look real angry.
Oh, don't be fooled. All I'm thinking about is getting wet.
What?
Okay.
I'm peeing my pants right now.
That's not nearly as smooth.
Yeah, he's
As
falling
Conrad
apart.
thinks it is.
Come up with some better jokes.
That wasn't a joke. I pissed myself.
Is it my turn to hit on you?
Hey.
Hello.
That's the end of that conversation.
About the thing that I asked you about the other day, do you think my friend
just turned
should
off
say
her
grace
machine.
before eating said prayer?
Hello, I'm going boat to boat to make sure you're all atheist.
I'm climbing in bed. Oh shit!
I'm just letting Conrad get the shit beat out of him.
Good. I've got a gun held to my head.
I just got punched a lot. That was easy.
Well, I don't. What's?
We're being robbed.
Is this a robbery? They've come to hear your story, Brad. Word travels quickly around the sea.
What if I just
It's on
don't?
my head.
What if I just don't ungag her? Sniff
You
my
have to?
fingers, Fliss. It smells like my ass, doesn't it? Oh, wait, I actually...
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize that would happen. I thought I had all the time in the world. Don't ungag her. Just stay in here.
Okay.
I think it's best
Never
if
mind,
we
I give up.
I think it's best we just do what they say.
No one's ever gonna. Now it's Conrad's turn.
Just farts in his face. Like the Riot Games CEO.
I'm just taking turns, almost.
Hey, now you put your ass in my face. Complete the cycle.
Alright, here, come over here.
There we go.
Right, good hustle.
Now we wait. We totally expected you guys to ungag yourselves. What the fuck is this? Nothing we could do, Fliss.
If only we could know what she's saying.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. AI! It is some more wacky news in the world of artificial intelligence as all facets of our entertainment is consumed by the slop. An AI music homunculus just signed a $3 million record deal after one of their tracks charted on Billboard. Talisha Jones is the flesh, blood, and cringe behind her AI character Zanaya Monet, and she used the very common AI tool Suno, which just spits out tracks based on whatever prompts you put in there. Pretty, like, standard stuff. And one of them happened to chart on Billboard because we've reached this point now where people are just wiggling their finger to AI music proudly. And now she's 3 million clams richer for typing in a few sentences onto Suno thanks to this deal with Neil Jacobson's Hallwood Media. I don't know what Hallwood Media is, but that is a fucking circus now. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be like fucking drowning in Rotten Tomatoes for this trash. Actually, how stupid do you have to be to pay $3 million for something like this? You can just generate Zanaya Monet songs yourself. Like, what are you even spending the money on here? It's not like Talisha Jones did anything like creative or new or innovative. She just typed in prompts to Suno, which is a tool available to literally every single person on the planet. Even me, a silly, stupid goober here, was able to generate trash songs on Suno. Anybody can. I generated songs about cock out the wazoo, and it took seconds. Why are you paying $3 million for someone to do that for you? You can just do that. You can even have an intern do that if you're just so addicted to the idea of pumping out AI-generated songs to try and chart on Billboard like this. This is the biggest waste of $3 million imaginable. Shit, you can even AI-generate Zanaya Monet 2.0. It's not like she actually exists. It's not like Talisha Jones owns Zanaya Monet. It is AI. There's already a precedent set that it's not copyrightable in the first place. You can literally just make your own Zanaya Monet if you wanted to. How stupid are the people at Hallwood Media? Holy shit. And while Zanaya is the most successful AI homunculus, she's far from the only one. In fact, apparently the emerging artist chart has actually become infested with this. It's an invasion of AI music homunculi. Zanaya is the most successful with that multi-million-dollar contract that Talisha Jones gets to just rake in the doubloons for, which kind of shows the music industry's whole asshole here with the direction they want to push it. The reason so many of these AI homunculi are starting to chart and everything is because now they are being actively pushed because there is nothing that can match the speed at which they can fart out music. Where in this case, with Zanaya Monet, apparently the process is Talisha Jones comes up with a theme and then just has Suno run wild with it. Apparently she's contributed a couple of lyrics here and there from what I read, but it's mainly just Talisha Jones thinks of a theme, feeds it to Suno, and in seconds it spits out a track. And then just rinse and repeat this. You can pump out 40 tracks in like an hour and a half, and you don't even need to have your brain on for it. There is no human being on the planet that can match that. And in the current day and age where people just want instant gratification, just stimulus, any kind of stimulus at all, it doesn't matter to them. This is exactly what the record industry wants because it is basically free. It is extremely cheap to just have all of these being shit out all the time, and people will listen to it. Like, they will happily listen to just AI tracks because They just want something on. Doesn't matter what, doesn't matter where it came from, as long as it sounds like music, they're happy campers, it seems. So, this AI homunculus push in the music industry is great for the upper echelon vampires of the industry, where now they can just funnel some resources into just shitting out AI Suno tracks and it will chart on Billboard. It's fucking crazy. It is so sad how quickly this is all just going straight into the dumpster. I legitimately think we're getting pretty close to the point where music industry is going to just stop hiring human beings altogether, because what's the point anymore? If people don't care if it's like actual art or anything, if they just want the noise, well, AI is significantly cheaper and significantly faster. If you have a human being signed to your label, it's significantly more expensive. There's significantly more human beings you have to hire to help work on it, you know, audio engineers, stuff like that. It takes a lot longer to produce like an album, whereas here, it's a couple $100 for a subscription to Suno, and that's it. And then you have endless albums that you're able to churn out at lightning pace. You could churn out one a day if you wanted to. And since people are willing to consume it, they don't really care if a human being produced it, I guess. They don't care if it's like actual music or art or anything. They just want the noise. Well, you're not going to beat AI in that department. So I do truly believe that we're not far off from it being mainly the Billboard charts dominated by AI tracks. I think it's getting to that point. And I'm not even talking just like AI assisted tracks. I'm talking like Zanaya Monet level, fully AI generated music charting on Billboard. And that sucks. That really fucking sucks. Oh well, I guess. Jesus Christ. Big stinky. That shit is awful. Anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. See ya. Well, let's see the result. I'm unfamiliar with the lead singer of BTS. I only know their music. I don't jerk off to like statues of them like Helga from Hey Arnold.
I want to look like a lot happier.
Can I see what Jimin looks like so I can see how close he got to mimicking his look?
I just don't
Maybe he's his doppelganger now.
Relate to this. You'll see I have the scars and it's still very sore.
What did he get? Nipple improvements to look like Jimin? Is Jimin known for his nice nipples? You've got to be a special kind of evil to like indulge in someone that wants to do this. Oh, what are they giving him? Horns? Making him look like Devil Jin out here from Tekken.
Yeah. Wow.
It looks the same, just swollen.
And like this is...
Okay, so they didn't have the rights to show Jimin's face on this show is what I'm gathering since they blurred it, so I want to see what Jimin looks like. What? I'm guessing he's going maybe for this look? No. I mean, I don't have to look very hard to realize that this is not even close. You should get a refund. Like a blank slate. Have them set you up with like a new face. A canvas to try again.
To get to a point where you can't undo anything.
Look at him. He's looking like Pepe the Sad Frog right now. He's past that point where he can fix it. He's gone in too deep.
Thank you.
Just looks like Pepe going through an emo phase.
I
think...
You know, I will say, the hair seems on point.
Taking incisions here and kind of cutting the skin out and then moving it across just to make the eyes more of an almond shape. So I don't want to look like a normal...
This guy's gonna look like an actual racist caricature of a Korean pop star. Wow.
So, yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, this was a year ago. I've got to see what he looks like now. Oh, here he is. That was cute. That was real quick. I bet he looks exactly the fucking same. Just maybe like a pointier jaw, like a crimson chin.
Wow. This is the place. This is where they did Gangnam Style.
Where they did Gangnam Style? Oh my god. I need to go lick that floor.
And hope to all of his favorite hangouts, favorite places. Oh my
I'm sure that's exactly what Jimin would want.
Oh my god, I love you.
To run into some fucking serial killer looking whack job.
I love you so much. Starting Hey BTS.
This is the kind of guy on Twitter that's replying to every major hashtag with a don't care, stan BTS, and then a music video fan cam.
I just kind of want to...
Jimin flavor. Do they have Jimin flavor?
What does that mean?
He's not my Korean friend, so I will order for him.
What does Jimin flavor consist of? He peed into the ice cream machine, jerked off into it, and busted a load for a flavor? Twitter would go nuts for that flavor, to be fair.
Because every time I have surgery,
It looks like it hurts for them to smile. He can't smile.
After the procedure, just so people
And now that he's gonna get his fucking jaw shaved off, it's gonna be even worse. Oh, you want to look like Jimin? That's the 5th surgery this week. We're getting better at it, but the first one looks straight out of a fucking horror movie. We'll do our best this time, though.
At the end of the day, cute K-pop nose and a very cute, smaller face. So that's kind of the surgeries I'm looking for.
This guy doesn't give a fuck. He's just here for your money, man. He's gonna do a little half-assed job and call it a day. I would.
Appreciation, not cultural appropriation.
Oh yes, K-pop knows, right? Yes. Watch him actually look exactly like Jimin.
Since my surgery. Hi.
Watch him look absolutely gorgeous, but I'm expecting handsome Squidward.
It's me.
Let's see it. Come on, Ollie.
I didn't know it's you.
You didn't know it was me?
I'm in suspense. Come on.
I'll tell you guys, you might not take it well.
It looks exactly the same. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I know. I know.
Every single one of their thought processes is act surprised. Make it sound like I'm surprised at how great he looks and how different. He just looks like a soccer mom. That looks like the same kind of woman that would walk into a GameStop and demand a better trade-in deal for her son.
Basically, I'll tell you what I got. So I got a rhinoplasty, which was...
Oh my lord.
And then I also got an alloplasty.
I got the Karen surgery. Very popular. Very popular, they said.
Very... What?
If you didn't tell me which was the before and which was the after, I would have no idea.
You know, it makes me...
Almost like...
You know what? Hats off to him. He had a dream, and man, did he fuck it up.
Your life began.
It began.
K-pop literally ruined this man's life. All of his finances went into this obsession. I hope one day Jimin does meet this guy. That way he knows the true magnitude of what he's done. The bulldozer attack. There's always a lot of heavy equipment police chases now. I feel like this happens pretty often. There it is.
Hey, stop!
The kaiju. You can't stop it.
Stop the car!
Oh, he's gonna hit him with the bucket.
Put it down! Stop it! Stop it right now! Stop it! Stop it! Watch crossfire! Watch crossfire!
Okay, do they actually just... before I continue, do they like actually shoot at this guy here? I assumed they didn't based on the little bit that played there a moment ago, but now I'm not so sure. Doesn't seem like it. It's bulletproof glass. He thought of everything.
Get out!
Activate the turbo boosters. How are they keeping up with his speed? Officers, may I remind you that impeding in a construction site is indeed a crime? Clear the way, he's got a job to do. Oh, the officer's gonna get out there and hold him back with his bare hands. Man, how far away did the officer park? Maybe he doesn't see them. True! Maybe he didn't see them. They didn't have their lights and sirens on. The cherries weren't activated. Now he probably sees them. Oh, he's avoiding the pit maneuver. Nice. Get the spike strips out. We'll try and bust the tracks.
No, you're not. Show me your hands. No, you're not.
Wait, who is that? Those building employees? Are they implicated in this? I feel like they just came out to watch the chase.
Some cars try to block them in. Also get canine this way.
Trying to block this in. What a terrible strategy. He's gonna go right through you like a knife through butter. Look at that speed. You can't stop that.
Watch it, Mike. I hit me.
Man, this officer is really winded. Should maybe park closer next time.
Somebody stay in their car and follow him. I don't know. I'll follow him. As long as he's on the road, stay with him.
High-speed pursuit engaged again.
He's trying to get back and run inside. Okay, I'll stick around. Y'all got 3 heading that way.
This is the one thing the officers could never plan for. They have no countermeasure.
We're not going to pursue him on the roadway.
Tell him we're walking. We're walking.
Keep walking with him as soon as he gets up.
Where'd they go? Down here? Yeah, I didn't see where they were staging. I knew, make sure everybody's in the area. He called off everybody in the area.
He's getting away! Oh! He's drifting. Ooh, smooth. Off-roading. Good luck getting him now. He's gone. We lost him.
Oh, they be right here. He's in somebody else's yard now.
Far be it for me to give advice to the guy in the heavy machinery, but maybe turn off the lights.
He's gonna ram you.
Kill the lights. You'll disappear into the night.
K9 gets there, you can rip that door up and let it. Yeah. Jackson, go that way.
Open that back hatch, disable it while it's driving.
Go deeper into the wilderness.
Backhoe whenever we try to get near it.
And start spinning it in a circle like Garen's E. Then they can't get close. What the fuck did it? Oh, I thought the... Wait. Wow. I didn't see the other car pull up. I just saw this officer hit this guy.
Dumbass.
What? Okay.
Watch out, you got really bad drivers coming behind you. They almost hit Hughes.
He has felony warrants. He has felony warrants.
For what? What's the charge? Enjoying a drive? A succulent big bucket drive?
Stay back! Y'all need to stay back right now! I don't give a f***! Stay back! Stay back! No, he has warrants.
Leave him alone.
No, he has warrants. You need to stay back right now. He has warrants.
I don't care. I don't care. I'll get him.
No,
don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Y'all need to stay back. Y'all need to stay.
Oh boy.
Get him out of here.
It's getting crazy now. The crazy family has arrived. As advertised.
Yeah, can you stop it? I swear to God, stop it. Hey,
Someone give this man a cigarette.
turn it on, I'll let you smoke. I swear to God. We're gonna let you get a cigarette, dude. Just step out of the bulldozer. Knock the
Quit touching. Y'all need to stay back.
Quit touching me. Let me get him. I'll get him out. I'll get him out. I promise you I'll get him out, man.
Man, these two really, like, these were the actual bulldozers. These two just went right through the cops. Stay back! I won't let you through! And then they just walk right by them. Very good. Called that bluff, I guess.
Get him. I'll get him out. I'll get him out. I promise you I'll get him out,
Hey! He's coming out.
Hey, I can get him out. Get off of him. I'll get him out. I'll get him out. Hey, get back. Hey, get back. Watch out.
All right, let's calm it down a bit. Let's take the temperature down here. No need to be yelling.
Jacob, we're not. Come on, step out.
Easy enough. He just didn't know you guys were there.
I'll let you know.
Quit touching. Stay back. Stay back. Y'all need to get back. Quit fucking touching me. I said get back. Get back. Get back.
You're good. You're good.
I'm the police. Get back.
This is my property.
Yeah, stay back. Shut the up. Y'all need to stay back.
I'll let you smoke. Chill out. Yes.
What the f out here for, bro? I didn't do nothing wrong. But how did y'all know? But I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You're taking me away from my kid, bro.
I know you just had to be.
Mom, what the f? Mom, what the f?
Leave me alone.
Don't worry, she's filming now.
Put your hand on me.
Because I told you to get back. You need to stay back.
This is my
Oh, never mind. I thought she was filming.
Dad, what the f? This is private property.
I know it. And he put his hands on me.
Don't put your hands on my wife.
Y'all need to stay back.
Y'all need to get off my property.
I shouldn't have stopped, bro.
Move out the way. What the hell?
Yeah.
Let me hold my mom. Let me hold my mom.
Stay back. Stay back.
Man, this is just so much commotion. Holy. There's so much yelling. I was just curious if he somehow got back into the vehicle. How is there still 3 more minutes of this? Let's go. The cigarette strat not patched yet. Yeah, it still works. That still gets it done. You saw the video of that Florida woman that accidentally ran over a dude's Lambo with her truck because she didn't see it? I did, actually. I wonder if it comes up with this. Yeah.
He's seen pictures and videos on social media of a pickup truck on top of a Lamborghini with its driver still inside. This happened in a parking lot in Lake Nona.
Makes you go, huh? What happened here?
It does make you go, huh?
Spoke with that Lambo's owner about this close call. He joins us.
This guy looks so sweet. Why do they have him in there like that? Hey guys, you caught me on my way to work.
This now live. And Patrick, how's that guy doing?
Well, Lindsay, thankfully this guy is doing okay, but he says if it wasn't for the axle of that big pickup truck getting stuck here at the pillar of his windshield, he believes that this story may have had a different ending.
This is not what Ramon Ferrer was expecting would happen while trying to find a parking space outside his gym. I guess she never saw me, so she just ran through me. Ramon says he had just moments to react as he saw this pickup truck coming his way. She's going kind of fast, so I'm literally stopping, reversing. But within seconds, that truck's right tire was right in front of his eyes. I jumped out of the car because I saw the wheel was it kept on spinning. So I'm like, she still wants to go. Thankfully, he got out of the car with.
Do they show when she runs it over? Because I saw the video. They have a video of her running it over. That's faster than I remember it when I saw it earlier. I didn't think it went that fast, but holy. What are you doing? What are you doing there? What the fuck? You crazy? Driving like a maniac, and then now my truck's stuck on top of you. What was her excuse? She didn't see him. Probably on her phone. Maybe, I don't know. It's certainly possible. But yeah, the excuse is she just didn't see him. She didn't even have the common courtesy to back up off of him. So now it just stays mounted there till the tow truck arrives. Not the truck's fault. I can't tell if you're memeing or not. Like, it is obviously her fault. Her truck is extremely high, the Lambo's extremely low, but if she's paying attention, you will see it. It's not invisible. Didn't have fucking active camo from Halo. Wasn't the invisible boatmobile. I mean, yeah, like it is low. Her truck is extremely lifted, but you should still be able to see that in broad fucking daylight. If you can't, you shouldn't be driving. And if your vehicle is too high to see cars that low regularly, that car should be illegal. Like, you shouldn't be able to lift your truck that high in that case. Because, I mean, that could have been a kid. Kids are small. Would she have not seen the child either? You saw the pasta sauce company Prego is releasing a listening no way. Is releasing a listening device to record your family's conversation. Prego is doing that. Let's see. Prego recording device. Is your pasta sauce listening to you? Prego launches dinner conversation recording device. That is the most like 2026 shit I've ever heard in my life. Why? What fucking sense does that make?
Prego wants American families to put down their phones at the dinner table and start talking again. So it's releasing a new device to help get the conversation going. There it is right there. It's called the Connection Keeper. The device is designed to record everything said around the dinner table. The conversations can be saved for posterity or shared with family and friends. But if you want one, you better act fast. Prego only plans to sell 100 of them.
What the fuck is this? Is this just like one of those like wacky novelty things for the sake of a headline? It's gotta be, right? They're only selling 100, so that's 1000% what it is. They're treating us like actual cavemen. If you buy this, you're a caveman. If you don't know how to have a conversation, you are actually cooked. I mean, that's true. There are so many people out there that do not know how to have a conversation. Not that this helps in any way, shape, or form, this weird listening device. But there are so many people that actually cannot talk to another human being in real life. Imagine going on a first date with someone and pulling out the Prego tape recorder. Yeah, that's some like old-fashioned noir shit. Hold on a second, toots. Drop the Prego on the table. Let's begin. Just another way to sell more customer data. If this was something they were actually selling, like in meaningful quantities, that would 1000% be the goal. But the fact they're only doing 100 bundles tells me that this is just for the sake of like attention-grabbing headlines. I don't think it's like a legitimate effort or anything to do, actually anything beyond just get some eyes on it. I think it's just advertising. Today I had the primal urge to watch a shitty movie, so I did what any 21st century civilized man would do. I attacked Google looking for any shitty movie I hadn't already seen. I was like a meth addict scratching my neck trying to get my fix, but I couldn't find a shitty movie that I hadn't already watched. And then I remembered, I'm followed by the official Max Steel movie team on Twitter. So in 2016, Max Steel, which is a beloved property near and dear to my boners, I grew up watching Max Steel. I even had the Max Steel video game on PS1 and Sega Dreamcast. At least I think it was Sega Dreamcast. I know I had it on PlayStation 1 and then another console, and I really feel like it was the Dreamcast. And I also had the Max Steel action figures, the one that you could take the clothes off and play dress up with him. And obviously being a curious child, I took his clothes off to see what a penis looked like, but they made him dickless. I just wanted to see what a super secret agent superhero was rocking under the hood. Never really got to see it with the action figures. But anyway, the point is, I was very familiar with Max Steel, but I never saw the 2016 movie because I knew it was going to be a stinker, and I really didn't want to have Max Steel ruined for me. I know if I go back and watch Max Steel, it probably sucks fat ass, but I didn't want to go to the movie theater and be disappointed. But today, I thought I owed it to the Max Steel team on Twitter to check out their movie. And this isn't like a joke. This isn't like a fake Max Steel account. This Max Steel account on Twitter is the official Max Steel movie Twitter. Look at the following list. It's just totally normal shit for a corporate Twitter account, and then out of nowhere, me. I'll fucking take it. I kept this in the wank bank since 2016. I knew the second they followed me, I got a notification, and I was elated, but not motivated enough to see their bad movie until today. So let's check it out. How bad was it? Here we meet our hero Max, looking like the high school jock upset that he didn't win prom king. He's moping around, helping his mother move into their new house.
We're home, Max.
If you say so.
Fresh start.
Right. Fresh start number 9.
Hey, I can still cancel the internet.
Don't even joke about something like that, you sick harpy. That's going too far. Is nothing sacred? Max looks at a picture of his father as a small earthquake hits the house, and by small I mean it literally looks as though a Nintendo 64 rumble pack went off briefly.
Yeah.
As Max is riding his bike to his high school, he's nearly road-killed by a maniac. Did I say maniac? I meant fucking fine babe. And Max is about to slay some punani. Classic flirting technique, almost get hit by a car, then use the sympathy card, girl gets super interested, she feels a little guilty because she almost killed you, bang. Classic Max Steel.
Thank you.
No problem.
Not even 2 minutes after the near-fatal accident, Max finds himself in the garage with the girl, and there's clearly a lot of sexual tension between the two. Sound effects are a little fucked up here. I don't really understand why it sounds like a flashbang just went off. Maybe he's about to prematurely ejaculate and he's a ticking time bomb, that's what the sound effect is for, but I'm not really sure. All I know for sure is he nailed an incredible move. The old almost get hit by a car, driven by a hot babe, making her feel guilty enough to take your bike to her garage to fix it, and then you doggy style her on top of a Plymouth. Solid.
Hey.
Oh, God, look at you.
You remember Miles, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Max, have you met the villain? Yeah, this guy's obviously the villain, spoiler alert. I think anyone could pick that out. Even if you were ball-gagged with a blindfold, you could still probably tell this guy was the villain. Now, up until this point, we don't know if Max McGrath's father, Jim McGrath, is alive or dead, but luckily, thanks to Miles being a cornucopia of valuable exposition, he explains that the father is dead and that he was there the night of the accident, as he calls it. Now, meanwhile, over the dinner, as all of this is being vomited out to the viewers, at a secret military science base where science shit is happening in a sciencey fashion, water's acting all fucked up. But the water actually transforms into a bowling ball mixed with a shuriken, a ninja throwing star, if you will, and it escapes, naturally. After a very boring dinner with the villain, Max decides to Google what happened to his father. He was killed in an Intech explosion, Intech being the company him and Miles worked at. Now, this is odd to me because I feel like that would have been the first thing he'd do after learning his father died in an explosion. He'd probably want to know what the fuck happened. Thus, he would naturally Google it, and in this movie, their version of Google being Yahoo Answers if it was fucked by Ask Jeeves, but the point being, why wouldn't he have researched it himself fucking 10 years ago whenever it happened? I don't really understand why he was waiting till marriage to figure out what happened to his dad. It makes no sense to me. But anyway, he Googles it, gets some unexplained phenomena. Some people believe he was killed in a tornado that caused the Intech building to explode. Others say it may have been a human error. The lack of conclusive answers makes Max very upset, slams his hand and learns he has superpowers. But not just any superpowers, electric superpowers. He then goes into the woods to test his new powers by executing an innocent lamp without due trial. Thus the hero also becomes the villain to the lamp race. He's basically the fucking ISIS to lamps, just executing them in the woods for no reason. It's also shown that he doesn't know how to control his newfound power as he's sitting at lunch tables and causes a nearby vending machine to ejaculate, spewing cola everywhere. As high schoolers rejoice, which is also weird to me unless these high schoolers have the mentality of 9-year-olds. I don't see why they're fucking fighting over themselves, football dogpiling to get on top of some cola and some goddamn root beer. Yet it's not that big of a deal. He's on a date with the girl at a boba shop, as every 2016 date went, and then all of a sudden he starts getting some headaches and excuses himself to the bathroom, and this bathroom looks fucked up. This looks like the scene of a murder. It looks like a really hardcore biker bar bathroom, yet it's the bathroom to a boba shop. This really ruined my immersion. This is when the set design threw me off. I've been to my fair share of boba joints, and let me tell you, those shitters are some Weenie Hut Jr. bathrooms, not the salty spittoon that we're seeing him enter. After a few moments of freaking out in the mirror, he runs away from the boba shop saying goodbye to the girl. On the way out, he's panicked, and then all of a sudden he's getting Thanos snapped away before combusting. He wakes in his bed where that mysterious machine bowling ball contraption is now at his door. Looking like Wheatley from Portal 2, Understandably, Max is a little caught off guard, so he starts wildly swinging a baseball bat and once again murders another lamb. After some intense interrogation from Max...
What are you, some kind of a robot?
I am a parasitic, silicon-based life form. My name is,
He learns the robot's name is Steel.
Steel. He called me Steel.
Thus, putting the Steel in the Max. You can't have the Max without the Steel. If you don't have both ingredients, the soup is ruined. Max has to hide the robot alien from his mom because his mom might come in, think he's weird, puberty's not treating him well, I don't know. He hides it because it's a cliche. And then, this is a bad movie. It's just not good. It's hard for me to show you everything that makes this movie bad because it's just so boring. The dialogue is so boring. The jokes that the alien tells are just so bad. They don't work. They're generic. And none of the actors even try. I don't even blame them. It's Max fucking Steel. But I'm just gonna speedrun some exposition to get you all caught up. So the robot alien has amnesia, because of course he does. Even alien robots for some reason are susceptible to it, which is so fucking dumb. But what he does tell him is that Max can harness tachyon energy, which he feeds off of. Tachyon, you might know from Death Grips, that visionary, he also used that word for a song. But this is where it fucking comes from, baby. Max Steel invented tachyon. He invented boners. God bless Max Steel. He harnesses tachyon, he can do cool shit with it. He learns he has superpowers when using it. And when the two of them harmonize, if they sing a note in the right tune together, they create a Super Power Rangers suit. Memories start flooding his mind. He learns that his father's death wasn't an accident. The rogue tornado that killed him wasn't a weather-related rogue tornado. In fact, it was an evil thing called Ultralinks. And that name sucks ass. It's not very intimidating. It sounds like a form of Yu-Gi-Oh! Summoning in a modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Format. Definitely could have been better. Something like maybe more intimidating. The Shred Terrors. The ass-annihilating Rip Von Stranglers. Shit like that. Ultralink... It even sounds like a good guy, honestly. Like, it sounds like a different division of the Power Rangers. We have the Power Rangers, and then we have the Ultralinks. It's a shit name. I didn't like the name, but that's what's killed his father. He also learns Steel knew his father. He begins running away from in-tech bad guys as he's piecing it all together, where he is once again nearly slaughtered by Sophia, who then tries to use that to flirt with him, but he's too busy running away from bad guys. And then they decide to split up to throw off the bad guys, to which Steel has this ingenious idea that works like a charm.
You don't care. You don't care.
Damn! All units were completely disabled.
I can't believe that these guys that are hunting a robot alien watch the robot alien go and shoot their tires. And then immediately, shit, guess we're out of the game, boys. We did our best. We'll get them next time. And then as Max is still running away, he is once again nearly killed by Sophia in her car. I think she should have her license revoked. That is 3 times she's nearly killed the same guy. Imagine what people she has killed and buried in shallow graves. Now the car whose tires were just shot out begins doing donuts behind Sophia's van. Now this is where it gets a little inconsistent because it establishes that they're being chased by one car. And then the robot goes and shoots out some tires, and then that car is still seen burning out in the fucking freeway here. So what happens? Was there more than one car? Did they do like a tire change pit stop? I really don't know. Maybe Steel shot out the wrong car's tires. Like, fuck, actually just blew up this librarian's tires. Fuck it. And then Max and Sophia escape. Sophia and Max make it to Intech, where he starts asking Miles questions unenthusiastically. Everything Max does in this movie is very bland and unenthusiastic, so when he's questioning him or just kind of talking to him, it's as if you're talking to a fucking brick wall that learned English barely. And for the 50th time, Max runs away.
I have to go. Max!
He runs away and is then hunted by an Ultralink tornado. He's in the middle of the Ultralink tornado, it's looking bad, but luckily Steel is there to give him his super suit. He gets punched out of his super suit. The super suit has a big flaw that if it gets hit, it just fucking disintegrates, basically. It's pretty useless for armor. I mean, it's basically like a disposable camera for armor. It does one thing, and for 1 second, and then you throw it away. It's fucking useless. It's like putting a condom on. You fuck once, blow your load, done. Can't use it again, unless you're some type of animal. Now he's out of his super suit, now he has to run away from the Ultralink, and he's running like a normal human goober. Yet earlier, it showed that he could use super speed with his tachyon energy. Why wouldn't he super speed his ass away? Why is he jogging like he would just pick last in kickball? I don't really understand why that would be overlooked. He doesn't use his powers. This is the best time to use that power, and he doesn't. But it's a good thing he didn't, because he gets sucked into the Ultralink tornado. Super suit comes back on, and that's when they finally say it. Steel tells him,
The Ultralink, it's exposed. Shoot it. Go turbo.
What?
Hurry before it
and go turbo he does. He turboizes that bitch so fucking hard, turbos it out of existence, using his Tony Stark heart, throwing the energy at it, and it's vaporized. Fuck yeah. God, the scenes in this movie are so fucking boring. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't even feel like clipping the appropriate scenes to explain it. We'll just get towards the end of the movie here, because we're wrapping up now. Max shoos away Steel because a vision he saw made him believe that Steel betrayed his father, so Max once again runs away, because that's the only fucking superpower he really has, the power of cowardness. He's just always running from something or pissing his pants over something, so he runs away, goes to his house, and he sees the same Intech bad guys at his house, so he assumes that the Intech bad guys are there to kill his mom. He calls Miles, he's like, Miles, there's bad dudes at my house, they're probably gangbanging my mom, what do I do? Well, they're not gangbanging your mom, they took her to the old Intech facility. So he goes to the old Intech facility, but it turns out his mom wasn't their target. In fact, his mom is the majority shareholder in Intech, so she changes their order. She says, Miles wants you to kill Max, huh? And they're like, yeah. She's like, that's alright. Well, let's change that. How about we don't kill Max and we find Max? They're like, alright. So then the mom's in control of the Intech bad guys, who aren't bad guys anymore. Max goes to this dilapidated old facility where he gets the truth to his father's death, the real vision. It turns out Miles betrayed him.
Did you know that?
Miles, listen to me.
Go for a walk.
Shit, who would have seen that coming? Like, goddamn.
Eliminate you and the Ultralinks. Let me have your energy. I trusted you. No, you trusted him.
So he lowers defenses as the Ultralinks storm in, and then he puts on some like robo claw, like a goddamn lobster claw, except mechanical and alien tech. And Max's dad, Jim, is strapped to a chair. He wants to suck all the energy out of Jim because he was jealous of his tachyon abilities, but Jim had a trick up his sleeve. He decided to just blow his entire load, throw all of his energy into the sucking device, which overloads it and blows it up. But before that, he gives a very motivational speech to his good friend Steel before he passes.
I can get you out! What's wrong? Listen, I can pass.
Steel, listen to me. Get to Max. Find him. Protect him. He's the only thing that matters.
Jim explodes. Rest in peace, Jim, and rest in peace to any good writing. Because not only is his speech super lame and really poorly acted, but it's a giant glaring plot hole. Because Steel says that he can get Jim out. Now, ordinarily when that line's used in a movie, it's just desperation, you know, they have no way of getting him out, but they just want to try because they love their friend. You know, hey, I can get you out, no problem, bro, we'll kick some mean keg stands afterwards, huh? But here, Steel absolutely could have gotten Jim out, and it's proven in the next scene. So the bad guy comes in, evil Power Ranger suit, evil villain speech.
You're my very own source of tachyon energy. Now step inside that core like a good little battery and pick up where your father left off.
You were supposed to be his friend!
Your father was an alien, Max! An alien!
And then he puts Max in the same core that Jim was in, and Max does the exact same thing Jim did.
What are you doing? Not too much energy!
But the difference this time is Steel fuses with Max, and they both break free, and then it leads to a fight. It frees him. Steel could have done the same goddamn thing with Jim, as Steel said, but Jim just actively declined it. It's like those people that refuse CPR for some reason. Jim, for an inexplicable reason, just says, nope, I don't want to get the fuck out of here, I'm ready to overload. And so he does. I don't understand why he would do that when he cares about his son so much, but he does, so there you go. Yeah, Max just kind of hides while a bunch of normal, innocent human men just get slaughtered by the bad guy. He's not exactly what you would consider a hero, or competent, charismatic, or basically anything that makes a good character. But in the end, he gets the claw. The claw sucks out tachyon energy. He's getting his shit sucked dry. And then he comes up with the plan to once again overload.
Father. You want the power? Then take it.
So he overloads, and he does his signature move, his catchphrase.
Steal now! Go turbo! You got it, Max!
He turbos him. The bitch gets turboed hard again. When he goes turbo, shit gets fucked. Bad guy defeated, saves the day. Mom says, you know, I'm glad that you're like your dad, it's cool and shit. He gets the girl. It's a weird way he gets the girl, though. He gives her like some weird fan art. Hey, what's up, girl? I made this hentai of you. This is my dick and 16 tentacles that all have the same stimulation for me personally as my dick. It's weird. I don't understand. I don't know if that's a common thing in 2016 to be giving girls, like, doodles of them from, like, a weird stalker portfolio. But anyway, it does. They kissed happily ever after. So the movie, overall, is bad. It's not good. Did I expect it to be worse? No. Did I expect it to be better? No. It's about what I expected. Is it the worst movie ever made? Also no. Is it true to Max Steel? God, I hope not. I don't remember the show. I'm probably not going to go back and watch it, but god damn it, I don't feel like my time was wasted. I take that back, it kind of was. It wasn't like a fun, bad movie. This isn't like a movie that is enjoyably bad, something like The Predator, the newest Predator movie, or most obvious one being The Room. Those are fun, awful train wrecks. This is a very unenjoyably boring, bad movie. What it takes to make a good bad movie is a very clear vision. This movie doesn't have a vision, it's just kind of a cash grab, as if Max Steel is really like this cash cow that you can perpetually milk. No one even remembers it, but that's what it is. It's uninspired, it's passionless, there is no vision. If you were going to make a bad movie that stands the test of time, like The Room or anything from Neil Breen, you need an artistic vision. And you need to be so inept at the craft that you can't make that vision come to life. So you end up with this weird, pretentious shitstorm, like The Room or Neil Breen's work. Those are the two main ingredients. A vision and the lack of talent to make that vision come true. This has neither of those, it's just boring bad. And yeah, I still hope the official Max Steel Twitter account continues to follow me on Twitter, because I like having that to brag about to my friends, but if they choose to unfollow me, I would understand. That's about it. See ya. What are the most important team-ups in human history? Tom Brady with the Patriots, bows and arrows, peanut butter meeting jelly. What if I told you all of these are Weenie Hut Jr. level team-ups compared to what I'm about to talk about today? This is something special we've been cooking up here, and I'm excited to be able to show you it. And I hope you're ready to have your entire world rocked as a result. I was stinky once, then I died. It killed me. But luckily, an angel was nearby and cracked open a box of cheeky soap and rubbed me down, brought me back to life from my odorous overdose. I can still hear that beautiful voice echoing in my ears.
Charlie, stay with me, Charlie. That's right. I knew that the only thing that could save poor old Charlie from that stank death that he was about to suffer was a beautiful, elegant bar of cheeky soap, by far the best soap that I've ever used. Is that a bar of lo-fi lavender, Charlie? That's my favorite. Can I get one?
Boy, howdy, is it ever?
Thanks, Charlie. Oh, this is my favorite. Thanks for letting me borrow this, Charlie. I got some extras for you, too. Here you go.
Thanks, Soap Angel.
So if you want to avoid almost dying because of some stank action like poor old Charlie did, go ahead and make sure you stay clean. With Cheek, it'll keep their cheeks clean.
Yeah, that's right. Queso is now an owner of Cheeky with us. My favorite streamer, someone I've glazed out the wazoo for a long time now, is now someone that I can call a brother, only closer. We bathe together, metaphorically speaking. Queso is someone that we sent soap to just on a whim because we all really like his content, and he ended up really liking our soap a lot. He liked it so much that he wanted to get more involved with Cheeky, which we were more than happy to do. He is the perfect fit for our soap. Dr. Squatch has Sydney Sweeney, but that shit is small potatoes compared to Queso. That's the real heartthrob right there. And Queso is extremely passionate about our soap and what we're aiming to do with it. So having him on board and as pumped as we are about it is just, it's a joy. Call me Weddy Krueger the way I'm infiltrating your dreams and making them a reality here with this team up, giving you a reason to bust in those britches. The Queso team up here with Cheeky is one for the history books, and I am so excited for the stuff we're going to do together. Now, for those that don't know about Cheeky, I've talked about it quite a bit, and I made a whole video kind of explaining the history of how it came into being, but I'll go ahead and give you like the cliff notes on it. I've already told you the story of why the soap came into being, the genesis of Cheeky. In a nutshell, I have psoriasis, and after showers, for the longest time, I'd always feel really dry. I eventually switched to bar soap, and it helped, but I thought it could be better, so we spent a couple of years theory crafting and working towards the perfect bar of soap that would be very moisturizing for me and my condition. And we found it. In search of perfection, we succeeded. We created a all-natural bar soap that works extremely well for my skin and is highly moisturizing, so even if you don't have like psoriasis or anything, it's just a really good bar of soap that will leave you feeling really refreshed afterwards. It has all natural ingredients, like I said, but also moisturizing elements to it as well, like a jojoba oil, shea butter, that kind of thing. We literally made it just for me to solve a problem. Well, not solve a problem, like it doesn't cure psoriasis or anything like that, but it makes me feel significantly better after shower, so I no longer feel like fucking SpongeBob when he goes into Sandy Cheeks Dome without his helmet on. Like, it has helped me, and that was the purpose of it. But when we started giving it to like friends and family, they really liked it, and then eventually we decided we'll just go ahead and let other people try it as well. So we started selling it about 9 months ago, last November. Oh, actually almost a year ago now. And people have really responded very well to it, which I'm super happy about. And I don't want people to just take my word for it. And I know a lot of people can just write off testimonials as being, you know, paid shills, or it could just be people that like Charlie, so they'll just say anything nice about the product. And I understand, because rightfully so, the YouTuber product space is a complete cesspool. It is hard to trust claims like that. So I want you to have the cold hard facts, the brass tacks. So we sent Cheeky to a laboratory, an independent lab, to thoroughly test our moisturizing claims. And they spent a few months going through the ringer. And we now have the report to confirm that our soap is moisturizing. It does do what we claim. It has been signed off by a dermatologist as well, the study. And I want people to have access to that. So I thought it would be fun to have Cheeky be like fully open with like everything that comes with soap and soap making and everything like hygiene related. So we're going to be putting a section on Cheeky, usecheeky.com, where you can see all of the studies that we're going to be running on Cheeky. This is just the first of many. We want to have as much science and research done on it as possible so people can have all of this information at their fingertips, as well as having our chemist explain why certain things are there, how it works, and just like this really detailed breakdown of everything that goes into it, because I think the more information you have, the better. So right now on the site, we have this section here that goes over the clinical study. Now, it's not the full 48 pages yet. Right now, we're still going through and redacting some private information like addresses and such, but we have like the key takeaways from the clinical outcome here, and we will be posting the full 48 pages for anyone that wants to go through and take the dive and learn everything about what was tested and how. Again, we're all super pumped to have Queso on board, and the stuff that we're going to do together is going to be fucking incredible. And we have more big Cheeky news around the corner as well. I don't think I'm allowed to like go too deep into detail on it, but I can at least tell you like one of the things we have a lot of really big anime collabs in the works right now as partnerships with Cheeky. It's all just extremely exciting, so again, hopefully you're as excited as we are. I want to give you some bloopers here from the hot tub filming.
The whole thing. You're saying your thing. I can still hear him. Light opens up. What does he say?
He goes in there and he says, "Yahoy, mateys! It be me, the soap angel."
Honestly, though, are you attempting a soap toss?
Yeah, do the soap toss. I feel like if Cinema Sins is going to digest our storyline, there's going to be holes in it, but I think it'll be fine. Cheeky, available in tons of wonderful scents, all of which very moisturizing, will make you feel great after a shower. Hygiene's very important. People will hate you if you don't smell good. They might already hate you, but smelling good will definitely be one thing they can't hate you for. Dirty fucking bastard, you. I'm not afraid to show how natural I am. Check out this cellulite on my balls. No, come in close, I'm a teabag it.
And you just stand up. No, just stand.
Oh yeah, and then you can
just stand up and just
blow
cut
me.
it right when like you're.
You ever seen a 30-year-old man take a bath? You have now. And he's happy because he's using Cheeky. You're not going to believe this. I saw a soap that wasn't Cheeky once. Can't believe I made it out of that store without beating someone's ass.
My favorite is if you clip this all together for a video, it's just 3 men in a bathroom talking to you in a bathtub.
Damn right. Go to usecheeky.com and get some of the best soap in the universe, packed with moisturizing ingredients, all natural, have you feeling great after a shower. You guys hear about that dude that fell asleep in the bathtub and he fucking went into the cleanliness dimension? All he saw was Cheeky. Usecheeky.com has some wonderful scents like lo-fi lavender and of course the iconic Pulp Francis, gone but not forgotten, immortalized forever in Cheeky soap.
Oh, I'll get some top down.
Wait, check this. Everyone shut up, watch this.
Oh my god.
Go to usecheeky.com.
Oh, you're so
Sydney Sweeney doesn't want you to see this.
You better start believing in soap stories.
Here, I've got another idea. I can just make more in the tub.
That's true. There's still some.
Rub-a-dub-dub. There's soap in the tub.
Yeah, there is. That was I'm recording this process of us making bubbles. This is probably how real productions make their bubbles.
Oh, dude, Charlie's more splashes than bubbling.
This is working pretty good.
It does work.
You think this is what they did with Sydney Sweeney?
They put Sydney Sweeney in the tub.
Sydney get in the tub and all the crew comes in and starts like...
What's up everybody, it's Critical. I'm playing Eerie for the PC. Let's do this shit. Loading. Alright. Shit! Just drops me into the ocean. What is this? Squirtle taking a piss in my bathtub? It's mighty neighborly of him. What do we got here? A ladder. I must have fallen off the ladder into the pond. That makes me some hideous creature that falls off of ladders. Is this like a poem? Excerpt from the Odyssey, maybe? I don't give a shit. Press I to toggle inventory. Awesome. Let's go! Oh, now we're sprinting. Like a fucking sailboat in a tornado hauling ass. What is this? Spray paint can, alright. Goodness, fuck, look at this crawling. It's textbook. Fuck automobiles, I'll crawl from point A to point B from now on. This is phenomenal. You've never seen crawling like this, and if you have, you've seen top-notch crawling. What do we got here? What is this? Oh shit. What is this gobbledygook? Oh, this is how you use the spray paint can. Alright, awesome. What's this? Another note. Alright. Earthquake! Hit the deck! Electrician's work order acquired. Alright. I don't really see how that helps me. Am I supposed to go over here? Oh, yep, there we go. Crawl space.
You put me head to head with the world's fastest baby, and I'll outcrawl them any day of the week. Where are we here? Left, right? Oh shit, I can draw with the paint. Here we go. Step aside, Vincent Van Gogh. Perfect circle. Let's add an expression. There we go. This is looking good. Fuck surrealism. This is exactly what it looks like. Legs spread in the air. Alright, let's add some titties here. Alright, they're smaller titties. Alright, this is looking good. This is looking good. That's not at all what I wanted it to look like. It was supposed to be a woman fingering herself, but it looks like a sunflower blossoming. Let's draw something else here on this wall. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Perfect. Looks just like it. The erupting shit-cano. Instead of ejecting lava and tephra, the shit-cano ejects pure shit. Titties bouncing up and down and flopping all around. I fucked up the nipple placement on a few of them though, so it looks like one titty's drooping and the other one's perpetually erect. Fucking shit. Shit designed specifically for sex. The perfect get-rich-quick scheme. Flawless. Look how happy he is. What a good purchase. Alright, that's enough cave painting for now. I don't want to paint too much, otherwise the walls might cave in on themselves. Too much artwork, the overload. Fuck a trail of breadcrumbs, got a trail of artwork to lead me to safety. Hansel and Gretel can look at my asshole and take notes on my asshole. I'm way ahead of this tutorial, shit. I've fucking drawn an entire art gallery with this spray paint already. You think this door is locked magnetically? Magnets never had to deal with spray paint of this caliber? There you go. What's up here? Some papers, high technology. Oh shit. That creature looked like it was desperately trying to give me a tissue. I see you, mouse. You're mine. Luckily my spray paint is laced with liquid mouse destruction. Come here. You can't escape. Oh shit! A fucking army of mice. I will not fall victim to this cabal. I shall thwart your agenda. I will make this insurgent group eat what I shit. Day 34 of fighting the Mouse Rebellion. I give up. Fuck it. There's power in numbers. Their resistance movement certainly has numbers to shitty with. Bats! Luckily my spray paint is laced with bat fuck-up juice. Can't get a good angle. There we go. It's fucking up the bats. Reload. Reload. Look at that box. Acting like it owns the place. Master key required. I got your master key right here. Aerosol master key. The paper is mine. Long hallway. Can I go through this door? I can go through this door. Who said I couldn't go through that door? Nobody said I couldn't go through that door, which means everybody was right. I went through that fucking door. Offline. Offline. Useless. Another long hallway. Oh shit. I have pepper spray. Stay back. He was not fazed by the pepper spray. On most organisms, pepper spray is pretty effective, but apparently Jabba the fuck is immune to it. Do you think I need to wash my hands sink? Oh fuck, what is this? G1 keycard. Alright, let's go. Oh fuck. Son of a bitch. He's giving me a secret handshake. Is this a cloning chamber? Damn it, bogey, insight. Operation Square Dance is in effect. I'm gonna scoot by him. Fuck. He's like a brick wall of asshole. Follow me. You son of a bitch, I know what to do now. I think I've figured it out. Come over here. I'm gonna coat the air with the pleasant aroma of anus fart to help get him over here. Oh, there we go. None can resist the Methodus of an anus. Shit, wrong way. That's the way I got in here. There we go. Behind enemy lines. Generators, warehouse. We're going warehouse. What is this? There's blue canisters everywhere. What if they're filled with a substance that makes you itchy? That would be awful. G2 keycard. Alright. Let's go. Fuck. It's blocking the exit. Come here. Come here. I'm gonna put something over here. Oh shit, he's getting closer. There it is. I pulled the rug out from under him. He's probably still wondering what the fuck kind of hieroglyphic I painted on that damn pipe. I don't even know where I'm going. He probably is closer to where I'm supposed to be than I am. This door better fucking open. It opened! Is this where I'm supposed to be? There's something glowing. I did something! I just went grocery shopping at the Accomplish Something supermarket. What the fuck? Where was he? I didn't even see him. He was nowhere near me. That is a herd of bulls born from shit. Absolutely preposterous. Alright, well I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
Obviously, I'm a little greasy. No, I haven't showered yet. So what? Who cares? Have you showered yet? If you did and didn't use Cheeky soap, then it doesn't count. Cheeky's the best soap in the universe. I know, I'm looking disheveled, but what are you? The Mighty Morphin Shower Rangers? I also haven't grown any taller. I'm still short. You want to make a big deal out of that too? Point is, yesterday was a pretty crazy day on Twitch. I think most of you have noticed over the last year or so, I've been very out of touch when it comes to internet creator drama. I haven't been keeping up like I used to, but occasionally I do still dip my toes in sporadically to see what's going on. And yesterday during stream, chat was telling me about two really big things that were happening. The first being a live-streamed birth on Twitch. The second being Hassan apparently using a shock collar on his dog on Twitch. Both of these sounded fucking nuts to me, so obviously I looked into them. And I know the Hassan dog stuff is what's blown up the most, but I actually want to start by blabbering about the live birth, because out of the two of these, this is the one I have the least to say with. The Hassan dog one, I'm be yapping. Well, let's start with the live birth, because apparently I've got a very hot take with this. The sentiment across the web, from what I can tell, is people are extremely positive about it, very supportive, and think that it was a wonderful thing. I don't necessarily have that perspective. I'll show you a brief snippet here of what the stream was like with the baby being delivered in front of, like, allegedly, you know, tens of thousands of viewers. I'm seeing numbers that range from 30,000 to 100,000. I think people claiming 100,000 are including all the people that watch partied the birth. Now, I want to be clear, I'm very happy that everything went well with the delivery here. When it comes to home births, I've heard, like, horror stories and such about things that can go wrong and then not being able to get immediate care that a hospital offers. Like, there is just a lot of things that I've read about that can be, like, disastrous, and I'm super, super relieved that this was not one of those cases. It seems like everything went really smooth, everything went perfectly. A healthy baby was delivered, and I think that is all extraordinary. That being said, I really hate that there has been a complete deterioration of the value of privacy. It seems like people don't want privacy anymore. Like, there's no such thing as, like, a special moment anymore if you can't monetize it and publicly display it. Something like the birth of your child, to me, would be something that you would want with your closest family, your soulmate, you know, like this would be something so personal that you wouldn't want just a bunch of strangers peeking in on. And of course, I'm not her. I am not the family. She can do whatever she wants, but I'm giving you my perspective here, that to me, this seems like a sign of the times where everything needs to be like content brand, content oriented. There's really no other reason to be live streaming the delivery of your child other than the obvious attention it's going to bring with it. And I don't know, to me that just feels so odd and so, I hate using this word, dystopian. That word is like actual fucking, like, acid leaving my mouth because it's lost so much meaning with how overly it's used, but this feels so dystopian to me. It turns something as sacred as life entering this world into a monetizable spectacle, an event that tons of people were watch partying like it was a fucking football game. So it's not just a baby that might need to be breastfed here. She actually went out and was breastfeeding the entirety of the Twitch ecosystem here with additional views for those streams that were watching and reacting to her giving birth. I just think that is so fucking sad that everything has to be content now. Before that baby can even have its first thought or open its eyes, it's already a piece of content. It's already in the social media chaotic swirl. It's already on camera. And to me, that's just crazy. But to a lot of people, it's not. Which I think is just kind of concerning that we've deteriorated so much that everything is like expected to be content now. I'm a viewer of this streamer, why shouldn't I be allowed in the delivery room when she gives birth? In fact, that makes a lot of sense for me to be there, actually. I've watched her streams a lot. I don't know. I just don't like that. Again, I'm very happy that everything went super well here with the actual delivery of the baby and everything seems to be very healthy, and I think that's great. I just truly cannot agree with the sentiment that this is somehow like a positive thing, because I don't view it that way. Like, to me, this is very clearly content first, like content focused, and everyone can eat, so everyone gets a piece of content to watch this baby being born. I don't know. I don't really like that idea. It somewhat reminds me of a joke I told a while ago about a piece of content about how I should deliver a baby. Like how extreme that would be as like a banger video to deliver someone's baby. It's kind of like that joke, but unironically here. Like, it actually happened. Well, of course, not to the level of like some completely unqualified goober like delivering a baby, but just like the act of a child being born into this world immediately becoming a piece of content. I just don't like that. Anyway, though, let's move on to the next subject. This is the one that is by far the biggest from yesterday, and probably one of just the biggest topics in general, which is Hassan and his dog.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just, you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Now, for the life of me, like, I cannot understand what he's even upset about in the first place that he starts, like, scolding the dog for. She moved, like, an inch, like, slightly off of that. It's like in a video game, like in Metal Gear Solid, when someone gets, like, a fucking question mark over their head, they're, like, zipping to you immediately. Like, she doesn't do anything, really, other than move slightly. And he is noticeably upset. He is upset about that specifically. Even before this incident, earlier in the stream, he had already, gotten annoyed at her for moving around prior to this.
The absolute worst country on the planet, straight up, bar none, a capitalist shithole. Kaya, now was not the opportunity for you to... Down. The absolute worst fucking place on the planet. Just a horrific.
So I think it's pretty clear that the dog moving off of that spot is what's making Hassan annoyed at her. Now, I saw he mentioned place training. Place is an actual dog training thing. And the whole idea behind it is designating a spot in a comfortable location for your pet. For a lot of people, I know it's like their office if they work from home. And Hassan was talking about how that area is her place. And for dog training, place is supposed to be like their happy spot where they are super safe and they feel super secure. And the way training goes with this, at least from everything I know about dog training, now keep in mind, when we first got Tetra, we did do dog training because my grandmother used to live with my parents, and Tetra gets very excited to see people. It's the cutest thing in the world, but she loves to jump on people. And my grandma, living at my parents, when we'd go to visit, or if they came to visit, if Tetra would jump on her, it could cause injury. So we did do dog training in order to learn how to, help with that. We didn't do any, fear training or anything like that with shock collars or whatever, but place was something that we did learn about. And when it comes to place, you do not want to, make it something stressful for the animal, at least in our teachings. It's supposed to be a comforting spot for them, not like a stressful thing where they just go there and fucking like, you know, blue screen in the brain and just sit there idly comatose. And if they don't, they get punished. So he's calling this her place, but when she's moving from the place, he's scolding her. That's not what we were taught you're supposed to do when it comes to place training. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. I don't know why he would be getting so upset at that, like angry at the dog for moving from place. That really does kind of defeat the whole purpose of it. And then in that clip, it seems like he reaches for something. Like he looks off screen and he extends his arm to something, and then shortly thereafter, the dog yelps in pain, and Hassan turns around and calls her a baby, and then tries to reassure the chat that she is spoiled, and then goes on to say that she's spoiled because his mother lets her, you know, have free roam around the house. Now, he and the community are claiming that he didn't use a shock collar or anything, didn't like zap her, you know, fucking Palpatine lightning blast her or anything like that. She got her dew claw stuck on that spot, and that's what made her yelp in pain. I guess quick dog lore breakdown if you're not familiar with how those creatures function or anything. The dew claw is separate from like the paw pad area claws. The dew claw is a little higher up on the leg. And it's an old trait from back way in yesteryear when dogs needed that extra claw. It is just now an evolutionary leftover. It's still present, but it's not something that obviously gets utilized by dogs to the same degree it used to. It is a sensitive area. That is true. If you've ever cut your dog's nails, or if you've ever taken your dog to like a dog salon or something and they like gave your dog a nail trim, you probably noticed that when it comes to the dew claw, they're very, defensive on it, like cautious, because it is such a tender spot. I have watched this clip like fucking 10 or 15 times now. And today I had some friends come in from out of town, so obviously I've been out most of the day at the farm, and this was actually a conversational topic. It's become so big that it was brought up by them. And every single person, and pretty much everyone I've seen online outside of Hassan and Hassan's community, is all saying the same thing. That yes, it looks like the dog does like touch its leg to that spot on the bed, but it doesn't look like it gets caught or anything. So it feels very unlikely that that is what caused the dog to scream in pain. Like, I don't think that's what made Kaya, that's her name, yelp. It doesn't seem to get caught or snagged on anything, and dew claws aren't so sensitive and so tender that even touching them would cause like a panicked scream or anything. Unless she has an injury there, but I don't think Hassan has mentioned that, at least not that I've seen. So it feels to me very unlikely that that's what caused it, based on everything that we can see. Now, initially, even Hassan's community was starting to question, did he just shock Kaya? Did he just use a shock collar on stream? And the clip instantly started going viral, and he kind of downplayed it and shrugged it off as like, oh, a bunch of bad actors attacking me for some fucking phony baloney, barnacles here, you know, unbelievable, this is all a load of fish paste. And instead of doing what I think most people, like not even just streamers, just normal people would do, of like showing, no, look, it's not a shock collar, obviously I didn't shock my dog, he instead just brushes it off saying, no, it's not a shock collar, you're stupid for thinking that it is. And that's the attitude that his community had as well, like, oh, you must have psychosis if you think it's a shock collar. Which I think is a little odd because it's the easiest thing in the world to prove, right? You have all these people saying this shit, it's not true. Well, it takes like actually 3 seconds just to unclip that collar and just show like, hey guys, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea here, this is not a shock collar. Look, here's what it is, and then explain it. Like, I feel like even a non-streamer, like a complete normie, average Joe Schmo, if you went to their house and saw that happen, or like, hey, did you just shock that dog? They'd be like, oh my god, no, this is clearly a misunderstanding. No, that's not what happened. Like, I feel like most people would be very quick to show you and prove that it's not a shock collar because it's so quick and so easy to do. And the fact that he doesn't is odd. Like, it is very peculiar. Why wouldn't you in the moment? Like, that's such a natural thing to do, especially for what's easily a slam dunk. Like, you have all these people attacking you, you could easily just come out and fucking slam jam thank you ma'am on them by just being like, nope, it's not a shock collar, look, here you go, the proof is in the pudding, behold. Like, it'd be so quick, so simple, and it would be irrefutable. But that didn't happen yesterday. Instead, it was kind of brushed off as like, you've got to be fucking stupid to think that Hassan would shock his dog on stream, and he just kind of propped it up as like the only people that would believe this are like bad people in the first place, or like, grifters, this kind of thing. And I just find that to just be so disingenuous, because most people are going to see this and it looks like you shock your dog. Given how annoyed you are with the dog, and right before she yelps out in pain, you roll your eyes, you look at something off screen, you clearly are like, you are reaching off screen, that is very clear, and then the dog yelps while you were still annoyed, and then instead of doing like what I feel like most dog owners would do, would like check to see like, is everything alright? Why'd she just yelp in pain? Instead of doing that, calling her a baby and then mentioning how spoiled she is about roaming the house, like that doesn't compute. If this was her dew claw getting stuck there and then yelping in pain, you would have no idea why she's yelping. Why is your first instinct to call her a baby and then mention how spoiled she is about, your mom letting her roam the house? The response to it just doesn't really seem to make sense if what happened is her dew claw getting stuck there. I just don't see why he would respond that way, so aggressive about it. It just doesn't really make sense. Now, a bunch of super sleuths were diving in, really analyzing frame by frame. Apparently, Hassan has mentioned that she does have an AirTag on her collar. People also saw a doohickey underneath the AirTag right before the moment where she yelps, where there's a green blinking gadget there, a little fucking gizmo. And people were speculating that's probably the shock collar. And now, today, Hassan went on stream to show the collar and explain what it is that everyone saw.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the AirTag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost.
So on stream, he was showing that the unit everyone saw is something that can only vibrate, it can't shock. It also has other things like a flashlight and stuff. And then he went on to explain why he has a vibrator there for the sake of training and that kind of thing. Now, since this was a day later, obviously people are going to be wondering, is this real? Is he telling the truth? You could have swapped it out. You could have changed out the previous model with one that doesn't have shocking capabilities, because there are vibrate-only units, and there are some that have vibrate and shock, something he also mentions that those kind of things do exist. But since this was so far after the fact, people are always going to wonder, well, did he just switch it out? And something else that spawned from this is, it looks like there's tape on it. So when you watch it, and you pay attention to the actual unit, it looks like there is just some black tape on it. And a bunch of people online started to try and find out what brand this is, because I don't know if I missed it and everyone else missed it, but I don't think he mentioned what model this is, what brand or what model, anything like that. So people don't know what it is, they're just going to have to take his word for it that this is a vibrate-only unit, and since there's no visible prongs, you're led to believe that it can't shock or anything. However, there are shock collars that have detachable prongs. In fact, the shock collars we use on Skill Check channel when we play Magic the Gathering and make a misplay and we shock ourselves, you can take the prongs off of those. I think that's a pretty standard feature in a lot of shock collars, I think. So, you can just take the prongs off. And when you increase the brightness here, it does seem like there's definitely tape. I've seen this picture floated around a lot, and people believe that they have narrowed it down to a model called the Educator ET400, which seems to match it visually 1-to-1 in all aspects except for the bottom side there, where on the ET400 there are 2 prongs there, but you can take those prongs off from what I can tell, at least online, and in the Hassan clip, there's a bunch of tape there, which potentially would be there to cover up the holes. I don't really know what else there would be tape there for. I don't really get that. It doesn't make a ton of sense. But of course, I have no way of knowing 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that Hassan shocked Kaya on that stream or anything like that. But based on the old eyeball test, the old smell test, what you can literally see, he is annoyed with Kaya. He expressed it a couple of times, scolded her. He rolls his eyes. He does reach for something off screen. And as he is reaching, it seems like when he finally gets to something, she yelps in pain. And then there's no real concern from him, and instead talks about why she's like a spoiled baby. I don't see anything that she could have like hurt herself on. It doesn't seem like her dew claw or anything gets tangled up in the bed. So to me, it feels like it is something he did. Even if it's not a full-blown shock, he didn't get her with like a Dungeons & Dragons lightning bolt or anything like that. If it is a vibrate-only unit, I feel like he definitely did press the vibrate in that instance there. I see nothing else that would cause that yelp here from everything that we can clearly see. And if that is the case, and that, to me, that's what it seems like the case is, that's super fucked up. She didn't do anything wrong. I don't think there's anything to warrant him being upset in the first place. And to be upset enough to press a, correctional button on that device is so beyond fucked. There was no bad behavior or any kind of correction or punishment needed to be doled out there. All she did was move on the bed slightly, slightly move off the bed. I think it's super fucked up. But if this is all wrong, it's all a bunch of hooey, and Hassan didn't shock or vibrate or do anything at all here to cause Kaya to yelp in pain, I think A, it would have been very easy to immediately in the moment prove that by just showing the collar, which again, I feel like is the most logical thing most people would have thought to do. But also B, I still think all of his anger and annoyance at the dog for moving around off her place is just fucking weird too. And then of course people were mentioning how Kaya's on stream 8 to 10 hours a day, and then just all of a sudden randomly he decides to shock her today. Yeah, great story you've got there, Buster. Really shows how stupid everyone's become. Everyone's really fucking dumb to believe in something like this. All just because he hasn't in the past on stream. And then of course, people take it a step further, saying none of his friends have ever called him out for using a shock collar, thus this has to be a load of, fucking horseradish. I think this is a very weak argument. Because I know if Hassan does use a shock collar, he would never let any of his friends see that, because he would know that they would call him out for it and give him shit for it, especially someone like Maya. So they just wouldn't know. Thus, they wouldn't be able to call him out on it or anything like that. And this whole idea of making an assumption based on things that are outside of what is clearly visible here, I think is useless. Just because you haven't seen it in the past on stream doesn't mean it's not something he's done before, or it is very possible this was the first time. That's also very true too. What are shock collars used for? Training. And what is he currently doing with Kaya, at least based on what I've heard him talk about? Training her, or at least expanding the training on place. So maybe he decided that this might be a good tool to use for the first time. That's also entirely possible. It's not some far-fetched crazy conspiracies that only haters are drumming up and, falling in line with. It's a very plausible thing based on what is clearly visible in the clips. Anyway, just wanted to blabber about this a bit. I know I've been very out of touch with internet creator drama. I plan to keep it that way. But occasionally, can't help but poke around in a couple of the things going on out there, and yesterday was just a crazy one that I just needed to yap on a bit. That's really about it. So, yeah.